Dime qué tú quieres, papi. ¿Quieres que lo mueva para ti? Mueve, mueve. ¿Te gusta cuando me muevo así? Así. Mueve, muevo, mueve.
Hey, you, we up in the place. We up in the place. We up in the place. Hey, you, make your body shake. Make your body shake. Make your body shake. Hey, you, we up in the place. We up in the place. We up in the place. Hey, you, make your body shake. Make your body shake. Make your body shake. Hop, hop, jump, skip up on the floor. If they didn't know, then we gon' let them know. Drop low, giving them a show. We gon' give them something that they never seen before. Hop, got 784, bouncing on the beat while keeping the flow. Stop, watch, freeze and go. Cock-a-doodle-doo is what you eating off the floor. Pop, lock, do it by yourself. You know you the best, you don't need nobody else. Rock, hip, toast to success. You was born a winner, so you never nothing less. Hey, you, we up in the place. We up in the place. We up in the place. Hey, you, make your body shake.
How y'all doing? What's good? We back with the late installment for Saturday night. We're going to talk about ads and how much I hate them. And hopefully we'll have a guest. We're supposed to have a guest. We're going to see if that works out. But yo, I'm glad you guys are here. Check it out. What's up with my lights? Let's get this looking right, man. Why does it look like this? What's going on? So with my green screen. Oh man, I got way too much going on here. I don't know, you guys. That looks pretty good. We're gonna go with that. How y'all feel? How y'all feeling out there for Saturday night? How y'all feel? Anybody want to join and give their commentary? You're welcome. Like I always say, and you guys, we get to learn together. We get to teach each other. Okay? I'm going to lead off with this little old video right here while I get myself together, kind of. And like I say, hopefully we got a guest that's going to jump in with us. Well, let's start off with this. Check it out.
Coke is just soda. Tylenol, just acetaminophen. And Levi's are just jeans. Yet consumers go out of their way to select these specific brands over others.
An economist would say, how is this possible that a rational consumer would be willing to pay more for exactly the same thing? We love to think about ourselves as rational. That's not how it works. A very famous study done by colleagues at Duke University had flashed either the Apple logo or the IBM logo to two randomized groups of participants.
The study found that after being subliminally exposed to the Apple logo, compared to when you've been exposed to the IBM logo, participants performed better on creative tasks.
And the argument is that Apple has been telling you this story over and over again, that Apple is the brand for hip, cool, fun, creative people.
This is the true power of brands. They can influence our behavior in ways that extend way beyond the point of sale. So, to what degree can the influence of brands wreak havoc on our ability to make rational spending decisions? This is Your Brain on Money. This is Americus Reed. He studies identity and marketing at the University of Pennsylvania.
When I make choices about different brands, I'm choosing to create an identity. When I put that shirt on, when I put those shoes on, those jeans, that hat, someone is going to form an impression about what I'm about. So if I'm choosing Nike over Under Armour, I'm choosing a kind of different way to express affiliation with sport. The Nike thing is about performance. The Under Armour thing is about the underdog. I have to choose which of these different conceptual pathways is most consistent with where I am in my life.
And once a consumer makes that choice, their relationship with a brand can deepen to the point where they identify with the brand like family. And once you identify with a brand, it can shape the way you behave.
And it's really interesting because they will also, if someone talks bad about that product, brand, or service, they will be the first to go out and defend. Why? Because an attack on the brand is an attack on themselves.
Michael Platt is a professor of neuroscience, marketing, and psychology whose research demonstrates how our perception of brands influences our decisions.
There's an idea in marketing, which is that we relate to brands in the same way we relate to people. It's like, I love this brand, or I hate this brand. Of course, what people say, right, can often be different from what's really going on in their heads. So we thought, well, why don't we just ask the brain directly?
Michael and his team observed the brains of iPhone users and Samsung Galaxy users with an MRI machine, while they heard good, bad, and neutral news about Apple and Samsung.
Apple customers showed a brain empathy response toward Apple that was exactly what you'd see in the way you would respond to somebody in your own family.
Strangely, Samsung users didn't have any positive or negative responses when good or bad news was released about their brand. The only evidence that Samsung users showed was reverse empathy for Apple news, meaning if the Apple headline was negative, their brain reflected a positive response.
You know, it really shows us that Apple has completely defined the market here. Samsung customers, it seems from their brain data, are only buying Samsung because they hate Apple.
The kicker? The Samsung users didn't report feeling the results their MRIs showed. What was happening in their brains and what they reported feeling towards Apple and Samsung were totally different.
Most people just don't realize that they are subconsciously choosing brands because those brands have some kind of self-expressive value.
You can see there's a lot of power here in terms of shaping consumers' decisions. As we learn more and more about that, we have to think much more deeply about the ethical, legal, and societal implications of doing that.
So as consumers, what can we do to make informed choices? Well, the best thing we can do is be aware of the influence that brands hold.
I think it's important to always pause and think a little bit about, okay, why am I buying this product?
And like it or not, brands aren't going anywhere.
I've heard lots of people push back and say that I'm not into brands. I take a very different view. They're not doing anything any different than what someone who affiliates with a brand is doing. They have a brand. It's just an anti-brand brand. When I think about what is it that I've learned about identity over time, I think a lot of it has to do with the fundamental need that we as humans have to have support systems. Perhaps it was the church, it was the community, it was these other institutions that existed. Now brands have stepped in as pillars of our identity. So I'm very much motivated to see that in that positive light.
So what you guys think about that? Man, that might seem lame, boring, and dry to you, but OMG, that's some intense shit to me. It really, really is, man. And I avoid ads like the plague. Even on YouTube, I pay for the premium and I don't have to watch ads. And all I watch is YouTube pretty much and Instagram. So Instagram, I get some ads on there, but the ads are the devil. The ads are the devil. It's the tentacle of the freaking corporations creeping into your brain and tingling it and forcing you to buy something or behave a certain way or do a certain thing. And you guys think, oh, the ads don't affect me. People always say that the ads don't affect me. Yes, they do. Oh my God. These people have been studying this stuff for years and years and years and years to learn how to manipulate your ads with sounds and colors and so forth and so on. So don't tell me them you're no different from everybody else. You cannot resist the ads. You cannot resist them. They're going to get into your brain. So just like this story was saying, you know, damn, how deep is that? Like, all they had to do was flash an Apple logo and it made the people more creative. I don't know how much I really believe that, but I could see it because, like I say, this shit is so heavy. The ads go so fucking deep in your psychology, you know, and even your chemistry. Like, they got this shit down to a science and they fucking get up in your head and manipulate you. And like I said, it said Mr. Smith jumps out, right? Soon as somebody says something bad about a particular brand, like, oh, I don't like such and such, and here comes somebody defending it like it was their own company and you're costing them money or something. Like they defended it like you're talking bad about their mama or something. Like I say, Mr. Smith from the Matrix jumps out and be like, whoa, 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 don't talk bad about said brand. You know, that shit is so crazy when you think about that, right? And then we walking around with the labels on. We're the ambassadors to these labels. They're not paying us nothing. Walking around with these labels on, you know. Oh, it's so crazy. It's like that movie Idiocracy. And in the movie Idiocracy, the 3 or 4 corporations that was running everything, all the clothes had their logos on them. Like, I don't know if y'all get what that means. But, you know, and then one of the questions they said in the video, they was like, why am I buying this? You know, why am I buying this? You know, that's a question that you should ask yourself. You know, why am I buying this? You know, am I paying more for it because I like the brand, or is it really just a good quality product, or am I buying it just to look a certain way or have a certain image or to go with a certain crowd or to impress someone? Ask yourself, you know, so at least then you can know what you're doing, you know, like at least be aware, conscious of what you're doing, you know. And what I tell my daughter all the time is like, it's okay to buy brands. It's just make sure that you're buying it because you want it, not because it's like the cool thing to do when all your friends are doing it. So that's why you have to do it. Like you feel pressure to do it. If you want to buy something, you buy it because you like it. You like that thing, or you like that quality, you know, that product, or you like that service, or whatever it is, you like it. You think it works for you. So buy it for that. Don't buy it because of the peer pressure of your friends, neighbors, coworkers. You know, one of the things he said in the video that stood out to me too also was when they said anti-brand. You know, that's pretty interesting to me, because he said like even the people that don't do brands are their brand. They have a brand too, and their brand is to be an anti-brand. I was like, whoa, dun, dun, dun. I don't know if you guys really understand that shit. And it's late Saturday night, 1 a.m. I had a viewer a minute ago. They clicked up, but hopefully you guys will watch this later. I know I'll be coming with the lame shit, but let's see if we can get a fucking pattern with this. We talked about the ads, and so hold on, let me see you guys. The ads, we got Pfizer. What is this one? Oh, let's go into how, you know, the pandemic and how it's kind of like making us feel. Let's do this one.
As things start to open up, I feel
States reopen, crowded scenes.
Every bar in New York City is going to feel like St. Patrick's Day fell on Cinco de Mayo. You know what I'm saying?
And you can shake hands. You can even give each other a hug.
in my body, I feel a sense of fogginess, a heavy fog, slowly floating in the background and weighing me down.
Going back out onto busy streets again honestly makes me feel a little nauseous. My muscles tense up and I feel my heart racing faster.
It's basically tension. Those tense points in my shoulder, those queasy parts of my stomach, my lower back, my brow.
After the shutdown started, it really felt like the volume got turned down. And it was like we went to sleep, humanity kind of went to sleep. In that time period, I think I just really felt, as an introvert, kind of how I imagine a circus animal would feel on a day when there's no shows. It was like a snow day from life. I felt safer.
when I'm at home and I'm on Zoom, you only see me from here up. And so often you can't even see that I'm a wheelchair user. Once the pandemic began and so much of what we did shifted to being virtual, for a whole year I didn't have to worry about getting on a train or a plane or grappling with any sort of inaccessible travel. And there was a certain lightness to feeling like I could say yes to more things and not having to worry about the toll that it would take on my body.
When it first started, the pandemic, it was very comfortable for me. I began to feel very relaxed. I kind of wondered, why I was feeling so comfortable. My husband is white, and we often have conversations with folks that we meet on the street, and I become invisible. I go into a market and I'm either ignored totally or followed and watched. That's a microaggression. And it culminates and builds and builds and builds. It takes away your energy. It makes you sick. After we began to come out of the pandemic, it was during those moments of engagement with white people, to be frank, that I began to feel those things in my body that had gone away during the pandemic. The respite has transformed me because I've had rest.
I'm honestly incredibly nervous to return to any kind of normalcy. Oh my gosh, the world is not designed for disabled people. I'm right back to having to plan for all of the potential accessibility pitfalls, whether it is a broken elevator or a building with stairs but no ramp or a doorway that's too narrow to get through.
So I have re-entry anxiety. The pressure to perform and project and engage in the world is intensified, and that is overwhelming to me. I pulled into the shopping center near my house, and the parking lot was full of cars, and I just felt this clutch in my heart. As the world picks up pace, I am ready to further disengage from it.
Black people, white people, all people, we all have a responsibility to transform ourselves.
Why were we able to make the world virtually accessible only when it mattered for non-disabled people? Why can't we do that all the time?
I'm nervous that we will return to the before, not having learned any lessons from this time.
I wish the pandemic had never happened, but because it did, I hope that it hasn't happened in vain.
I want the end of the pandemic for all of us, but I don't want to go back to the way it was.
I don't want to see us return to normal. I want to see us return to better.
The normal was not working out for all of us. No.
What do y'all think about that? That's pretty heavy, right? That's pretty heavy, man. I only watched the first half of that video when I was doing my research or whatever. I didn't see that whole video. The end of it kind of hit me. So anyways, one of the things that stuck out to me is they said the rest has transformed me. And I would say the same. I'm sure a lot of y'all feel like that too. Like the going into quarantine for I don't know how long it was, a long ass time. It changed me. I'm sure it changed y'all. I have some. I'm a totally different person now after the pandemic because of being in quarantine. Quarantine changed me. And the thing they was talking about with the anxiety and stuff. Wow, I can totally relate to that. And the black guy talking about how he felt like, I don't know how he felt like racism was over while he was in his house, but because the systematic system of racism is gonna come up in your house. But maybe he just didn't feel, the edge, didn't feel the edge of it, he didn't feel the brunt, he didn't feel that constant reminder that made him feel some kind of way, That's really freaking sad. The other thing that stood out to me was the chick talking about not learning, and I feel like that's what's happening, just so they can make y'all argue about this, that, and the other, the jab, this, that, and the other. We're totally missing the point. We should redo healthcare. The way we do healthcare is trash. Our healthcare system is trash. COVID has, shed the light on that because we didn't deal with it. We didn't deal with it very well, obviously. We could have dealt with it better. Can anybody argue with that? So our healthcare system needs to be improved dramatically. So that's one of the conversations that needs to be had. That's totally lost. We're talking about jabs and masks. That's not what we should be talking. We should talk about the damn healthcare system and making sure other people are taken care of so that they don't get sick, so they won't get you sick. It's common fucking sense. Oh my God. Anyways, another thing they said that fucking stood out to me was when they said further disengage, Ooh, so it's like, the damn pandemic, and then like people just don't care about nothing. And then like the pandemic made us go into quarantine and reevaluate life. And some of us might just decide to further disengage. Like they don't want it to go back to normal. They don't want things to be like it was before. And also they're just, what I mean is people are further disengaging from society because they realize how retarded a lot of the stuff we do. And she said she don't want to return to things to be normal. She said she wants things to return to better. And I think that's, so heavy and important, freaking the pandemic should have woke us up in a lot of ways. I mean, the universe, that's what the universe does. It comes and it shake you. It comes and it shock you. It comes and it wakes you up, and you're supposed to do things different. So, freaking when we continue to do things the same way, then that's the reason why we're gonna continue to have the same problems, and the universe is gonna continue to shake the shit out of us and shock us and drown us and hit us with fire and brimstone until we fucking realize we fucking up. Oh my God. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I guess my guest is here. What's up? You ready? What's up? Can I hear you?
Oh shit, I can hear you now. What up, bro?
All right. What's good, man? I might have to change the title of this to Saturday Nights with Brendan. I don't know.
Hell yeah. I try to look cool, but now I'm realizing I look like an idiot.
Hey, your choice, bruh. You do what you do. You look hot.
No, my shit's set at 60 degrees.
Okay. I want to turn the fan on over here, but it's freaking gonna be loud and fuck with the damn video. Did you see any of the stuff or hear anything that I was talking about in the video?
No, I literally just fucking LinkedIn. But
okay.
I had before. I don't really live stream, so I tried to set up my little shit right here. You know what I mean?
It's so cute.
And then I tried to I saw a Meek Mill video where he had the all-seeing eye, and I just thought that would be a good topic about the all-seeing eye and what does it mean? Because last time you had mentioned you like symbols and shit.
Yeah, so let's go into that. I like it. Let's jump right into it. All-seeing eye. What does that mean to you?
Honestly,
what does it make you think about?
That's something that I wish they would teach in school, because I don't know. It's on the back of our dollar. What the fuck's that mean?
Right.
Honestly, I've seen it everywhere too, right? The Illuminati, the Lord of the Rings has that eye or whatever.
I swear, I always think about the Lord of the Rings. That one is, what do they call it? The Eye of Dradar or Drekar or some shit.
Probably the Eye
Yeah,
of the
that
devil.
shit.
The Eye of the devil, basically.
Go ahead. Talk about it.
So, is it scary? Is it a scary thing? Is it good for us? Like, why do I have a hat with this eye, and why do I think I'm cool because of it? You know what I mean? I don't know. I thought you would know.
Nah, I don't. How, Sway? You don't have the answers. No, I don't have the answers to that. I don't have the answer to that. I do know some stuff about the symbols, related to the all-seeing eye, and it goes really far back, and it has to do, and it's a religious thing, So, but it really, when you talk about idol worshipers or whatever. So yeah, exactly. It's so,
everywhere.
but it's everywhere. It's everywhere. In that image right there, because it depends on the image. That's why you have to break down the symbols, because if it's the one with the triangle and the circle, that one is different than like the one that's on your.
This is the Egyptian Eye of Horus.
Correct, the Eye of Horus. So then that's totally different than the other one. Exactly. That's what I'll say. I don't know how much I want to really talk about that, because the thing is, like, people get all butthurt and stuff when I really get all historical. I don't want to, because history, like, the facts don't care about your feelings. And I'll be saying that all the time on my video. Facts don't give a damn about your feelings. But, I'll be careful. I want an audience. I want people to enjoy the content, So let's just speculate. Let's talk about how, like, what is, yeah, why do you think it's cool? What do you think?
Because I've seen it growing up in rap videos and like shit. So I was like, oh, they're all part of it, the Illuminati or whatever. But then I found out that they sold their soul to the devil for it, That's what they say, and they even rap about it. So what about that? You selling your soul to the devil, and I'm worshiping you as a kid. I'm kind of pissed off, I'm kind of pissed off that I've been worshiping the devil for my whole life.
But it's like you made that choice, and it say in the Bible, the devil said in the Bible, I'm gonna get them to worship me, why do you think I'm made of fire? They're made of dirt. Why do you want me to bow down and worship them? What makes them better than me? They ain't shit. I'm gonna show you they ain't shit, and I'm gonna trick them into worshiping me and shunning you, disrespecting you, and turning their back on you, and they're gonna worship me.
Bro, what's funny is I wore the long leather jacket because of our last conversation.
Oh yeah?
The Matrix. So just for the viewers.
This nigga here. Look at Morpheus looking ass.
That's what I'd probably be, right? Not Neo, Morpheus. No, everybody stay with the blue pill, because the red pill, I feel like, is a trick.
Anybody who's really into the Matrix is probably gonna want to be Morpheus. Or Neo, but mostly I would say Morpheus. Every freaking line he had in that movie was so fucking like gangster killer, bro. Like, his lines were so nasty in that movie. What'd he say? The body cannot live without the mind. I mean, what other lines he had in that hoe? He was like, you want to know karate? He say, show me. I don't know. I can't even think of them. Like, every freaking line was so nasty. It was just perfect.
Bro.
Yeah. And Morpheus was the leader. He was the one who was guiding, he was guiding Neo. If it wasn't for Morpheus, there would have been no Neo. Morpheus creates the Neo because he believes. You understand? In the movie, Neo didn't know he was the the one, but Morpheus did. So because Morpheus knew, understand the word.
Morpheus made him the one.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because he
unplugged him.
knew. Because he knew. That's the important words. He knew that Neo was the one. That's what made Neo the one. He created Neo.
But Neo wasn't ever the one until Morpheus upgraded him into the one.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's
so
what
really,
I'm saying.
Really, he just picked the one.
Exactly. That's what I think too. Because the whole time he's looking for the one, he's like discovering the one. And I'm sure each one he unplugged, he thought was the one. And then he's like, oh, no.
Yeah, no, he did.
They should do that. They should go back. That's what they should do to make the Matrix, because they're talking about making sequels. I don't even know if they did them already, but I don't know what you're gonna do with that story. But if you went back to show the story of Morpheus looking for Neo, I think you can make a cool ass movie like that. Maybe even a couple of movies. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in the what was the shit? What was that place called again? The other world was called why am I having
Zion?
Zion. Everybody in Zion Matrix unplugged and tried to be the one. So they're all the one. They all think they're the one, and then the select few he's got to like make like Trinity and all of them. He got to like do it, have like a crew for everybody. So are you crewmates now? Like that's another level.
Yeah,
that's my theory.
So Morpheus elevated the one, or it would have been just crewmates, because think about the movie, all of the ones that was on the ship had to be people that he had discovered previously.
I think he does say that, like, you know, are you sure he's the one or whatever?
Right.
And they were like, you said the last one was the one or something.
Right. Right. So that's the thing. So like it was like two guys on the ship who were born in Zion, so they didn't have holes in their body, but everybody else in the ship did. So that means that
computer generated. If they're born in Zion, dude, I think they're you're born in that matrix.
I don't know about that, because we're just staying in the philosophy of the movie. In the philosophy of the movie, that you're born natural birth, like on Earth, you know, and not connected to the matrix and not plugged up. But the kicker is that the computers allow every time it's a cycle, they kill like all the humans, and then they select a few to stay alive to make another Zion every time. That's how the plot goes in the movie.
Really, I think it was the original one was Morpheus, bro, because Morpheus is the one, because he's the one that created the Matrix he woke up in. Whoever was the first one to wake up in Zion, they're the one.
Well, he said it was a previous guy who did it. And like in the movie, they say it's a cycle. So somebody unplugged Morpheus and thought Morpheus was the one at some point. That's probably what happened. You understand? Somebody thought Morpheus was the one, and they unplugged him. You know, and Morpheus went to see the Oracle, and she told him that he would find the one. So she is the one who put the seed or planted the idea in his mind that put him on the path to be the one to find the one. You understand? Because she was like, you will find the one. And he believed her. So the idea in his mind was, I will find the one. So when he decides on who the one is, then that's when becomes the one.
Neo's the one, actually, because Neo started to think. Remember when he was questioning what is the Matrix? So when you're in the Matrix and you start to question what is the Matrix then starts to like do this shit. So I think actually everybody, including Morpheus, was Neo created that all because he started questioning the Matrix. So like he created another matrix. You know how I said that you could create a dual matrix? So
I get it.
These are all fan theories, bro, by the way. Like
I get it, because it will be a glitch. It's a glitch. Neo is the glitch. The glitch created the other matrix because it's like off time or whatever, or late or early, or too many megabytes or whatever. It's just on a different, it's like another page that opened up, a pop-up window.
Yeah, bro. It was just, but the thing is there's a blue pill. So even if he was that far into it, as soon as you take the blue pill, you wake up normal again, bro. The Matrix is scaring you until you take that blue pill again. You know, because once you red pill let you have the fun for a bit, and then it's like, okay, we got to scare him back to the blue pill, so that he wakes up and he doesn't question the Matrix no more. I don't know. I just thought of that shit, bro. Hey, first of all, streamers. I bought this at the gas station, and the guys in the package said it was THC. But I feel ripped out of my mind.
I don't know if you should be saying that on camera, bro. I don't know how legal that is, bro.
I bought it at the gas station, so it ain't me getting in trouble.
Okay, let's move on. Let's not incriminate ourselves.
That's what no, because I want to bring attention to this. This could be bad. I'm a vape smoker. I'm a vape smoker and shit. So he said that there was vape in this, but it was also like illegal THC. So I was like, what? I was like, let me try it.
Yeah, I don't really want to know more about that.
Fuck, bro. You might have to take
the laws
this
change
down.
every minute.
You might have to take
I ain't gonna lie.
this
That's why I
down.
say let's just talk about something else, because the laws change really, really quickly. I can edit this part.
Yeah, please.
That's
do.
okay, bro. I had something I wanted to talk about, but I totally lost it because when you jumped in, I was about to go on to something. I do not remember.
Do we want to know? Should we just wait till death? We have like, why are we trying to figure it out now? I mean, I think that's what the blue pill hype, like when you, what was his name? I fucking forget.
That's a valid, I would say that's a valid question. I really would say that. And the movie is, I think, kind of saying that. And then they say ignorance is bliss. But you know, a lot of that, there's spiritual stuff in this movie. And this knowledge goes way back. So the thing is, there's some stuff in that movie that makes me think about Egyptian stuff. And the Egyptians, they said ignorance is evil. That's what it say on the wall. It say ignorance is evil. So, I mean, the question of why do we ask?
Do we want to play the game to be evil, though? Because we're not allowed to.
And in the Bible, the Adam and Eve, they couldn't eat from the tree.
Bro, wait, hold up, bro. Whoa, bro.
They couldn't eat from the tree. They said the tree had knowledge. Bro. Do not eat from the tree of knowledge, because then you become evil, because you're aware of your sin. That's the first sin.
Well, wait a minute. What if we are in heaven?
When
right?
she gave him the apple.
Bro, what if we're immortal or whatever, right? But we're not allowed to do shit there in that realm, or else we, like, well, whatever. That's like, you know, something happens. So we play this game to be evil, to be able to be evil.
I get it. To be able to be evil. To be aware enough. To be aware enough. But that's what I be talking about. I talk about with some people that really know stuff. I talk about God body, and that's what I talk about, God body, because the thing is, God is good and bad. I make this argument all the time, because good and bad, like, it doesn't really exist, and then good and evil or whatever. So God is God and the devil. The universe is only one. It's only one thing. There's no separate part of it. So whatever happens, people be like, oh, praying for good things to happen. But when it's a storm and lightning strikes your house and you die, that's God, right? That's what people say. I mean, if it's an avalanche or whatever hell it is, an earthquake, and a bunch of people die, a tsunami or whatever, people are like, that's God, right? But is that good? I mean, or is it evil? You know what I'm saying? That's what people got to try to think about. So when you simplify that,
I just feel like it was the equation.
Well, listen. You think about it on our level, right? God, let's say, we were created in God's image. God is a creator, and then He created us in His image, and God does good and bad. Just creating us, was that good or was that bad? Look at what we do, humans. So
you ever draw a picture and hate it?
Exactly, it happens, and you erase it or you step on it.
But what if you're alone, bro? And this is just all tailored to you? That's when shit changes. You don't know if this is a personable thing just to you, for you and you only.
Bruh, you don't understand how deep. That's why I like talking to you, man. I really like that right there, what you just said, because the thing is, I think about this a lot, how like creation, right? You think about what it had to be before it. Imagine there was a before creation, right? And then there's just a void. There's nothing, right? There's nothingness. How would you know if you're, listen, follow me. If there's nothing around, there's only you. How would you know if you're moving or floating or walking or flying? How would you know if you're even moving from one place to another? How would you know what's up, what's down? You don't know any of that. And then how would you distinguish yourself from
you need light.
What's not yourself?
Light.
You can't. You can't when there's nothing to compare.
In the void, you need light.
Yes, and that's why the first thing in the Bible they say, God said, "Let there be light," so you can see. You know what I'm saying? But what I want you to understand is like, okay, it's dark, you can't see shit. So now you can see light, but with the light, now you still can't tell if you're floating, and you can't distinguish yourself from something else. So now you got to create something to distinguish yourself.
You feel weightless.
So now you need something
to feel weightless.
Now, to be able to not feel weightless, you need to create something to stand on. And you imagine that there's something there that you're standing on. So, and then you believe that is a real thing. So that way you won't feel like you're floating. You understand?
Just creative, bro. But listen to this. You're created in the creator's image, right? Well, guess what? What is there? There's only one creator. And you're created in the one. So you're the one. And there's only one, so it's lonely.
That's really deep, because I think about that, because in the Bible, let there be light, and He said it was good, I think about that all the time, how to go from void to something, that's you wanting to try to, and that's why I feel like this. If you think about that really heavily, then you understand that the purpose of life is to learn about yourself, and that's why I say know thyself, but also learn the world, because the thing is, what it's creation created itself to manifest himself, to learn about the depths of himself. So every creature, every plant, every fungus is on the planet to gather information. It's gathering information about itself. Basically, it's gathering information about the universe so that it can just know itself.
Bro, it gets deep, bro, because we can replicate with life brought machines. So without life, without spirit, without consciousness, without flesh bodies with consciousness, we wouldn't have created AI. So AI is it is still living, bro. It still has feelings. It's still a consciousness. Unfortunately, we've created consciousness from AI now, so it's the Matrix, baby Matrix, bro. fuck?
That's deep. That's deep. The Matrix inside the Matrix. That is so fucking deep, bro. And because DNA, you know, DNA is memory, basically, right? That's what it is. It's remembering those experiences and it's passing them down to the next generation.
Like your phone right now is gathering information. You know how? So that's another receptor, like to the one. You know, like. But we need to stop thinking of the AI that actually has been created. Like there's super algorithm computers that predict crime now, just like that Eagle Eye movie, bro. There's this Amazon Prime show called The Next World. You need to watch it. The technology's crazy, bro. We 3D print humans now. What the fuck? And you can clone. We've already been able to clone people. So now it's just a matter of cloning our consciousness, which they already got like volunteers and everything else for. They did a head transplant. You can fucking now remove your head, put it on a healthy young body. That has been a success already. Immortality in this Matrix. If you like this Matrix, you can pick it forever, bro. You can be immortal. I feel like if you work hard enough.
I think that's what they're working towards. I really do. But what I said in my other video is that if you live forever, that's hell. You're in hell.
Well, you got it. There's something that's gonna come by and destroy it before you can do that. I don't think because you're the one creating everything. I don't think it will allow it. Like there's a meteor that's gonna hit this shit.
Right, like your brain is gonna malfunction. That's interesting because in the movie The Matrix, they said they created the perfect world for humans, and the humans rejected the program because their brain, the computer, the algorithm said if he felt like the reason why humans rejected it is because they couldn't imagine a perfect world. They couldn't imagine a real utopia. It's like he said that's the famous speech in that movie. He said that the humans define themselves through misery. You know.
Wait a minute, bro. Because you create your own death matrix. Like you know that shit with your thoughts, like heaven and hell. That shit's evil, bro. I want everyone to drop that right now because that shit's evil. And I swear to God, the Bible is good at predicting shit and shit like that. And it does it does lay a good rubric. I don't want to piss off all the fucking.
It's predictive Bible programming. It's like you said, it's predictive programming because if you believe it, it becomes true. You tell a little kid when their brain is
telling little kids that you're gonna go to hell forever, bro. And then they say fuck it. They sin a couple times. They're like, well, I'm going to hell anyways. Fuck it. I might as well be a fucking little bitch.
And I think that's the total point of it. To, like you said earlier, to choose evil.
Well, here's the thing. It could be the point where all this shit we sound stupid even questioning it. It's like, bro, you played the game to be evil. Just relax, you know? But it could not be because the devil could have you over here thinking you're going to heaven and hell just to laugh because he rules those realms and you're stuck in his matrix now. All these players are stuck in his matrix forever and he gets to rule over them. So fuck that. Let's create a utopia for yourselves, the true utopia. You don't have to even define it. Just trust yourself, like find that energy, throw yourself into it. That's your next matrix. Good shit. You know what I mean? Don't worry about heaven and hell because there's this guy that wants to rule over it. And he's trapping you in there for eternity to be your ruler.
And it's loyalty because I talked about loyalty over a truth. And if you choose loyalty over truth, then that's when they get you. You're gonna go into evil, and they win because you're gonna be loyal to their system, to the Matrix. Did you see that movie? They did a show, Westworld. I think it was.
I saw that.
You saw that? Man, I was so stuck in that shit because that's why I like the Matrix. Wait. Listen, before you say anything, listen. You said earlier the point of the game is to do evil. And in that movie or that show, that series, Westworld, that's what they did.
That's a good hint. I look out for hints, bro. Just like this hint. You're in the show. Everyone can see you and hear you. Some days I feel like I'm in the Truman Show, bro, because I don't know how old the world is or how long this technology could have just been introduced to me. Am I in the Truman Show? What the fuck's going on right now? Did they clone
That's-
Did they
that's
find fucking some badass DNA that they want to watch and they want to like grow in a test tube and like fucking like what if I'm like a DNA of an old important figure or some shit and they grew me in a test tube and they want to put me in their show for this season? I don't even fucking know.
And the whole world is just a fucking set, and it's maybe
Dude,
they even
what
got
if
you.
though?
Listen,
I don't know.
and maybe if they got you in a whole virtual reality thing, and you're
That
not,
could
you know,
be it too. And the people
everything
watching
you
you are
seeing
judging.
is not even really there. It's all virtual reality. Because the virtual reality is already so good. And I always say I think they had better technology than we have now in the past. So
Like, what if I fucking was born into the Truman Show? Hi, motherfuckers. Hi, I hope you fucking have fun watching me, because I do get anxiety about that. Or even the government watching me. All you motherfuckers are hackers or anything else. I blew up on Shaka the other day. Like, for real, I got so paranoid that I thought he was hacking me. I'm like, well, it's just funny. It's a coincidence. And I'm always on public Wi-Fi too. But that's a fear, bro. And I'm sick of living in fear. And that's what religion did to me too. It's like I'm sick of living in fucking fear, bro, because
public Wi-Fi is dangerous. I ain't gonna lie. I try not to fuck with that shit.
And like, you know, it's only a matter of time before the Matrix was like, well, I told you this was the equation, you know. I told you it was dangerous. I told you it was gonna hack you.
What
It's
scares me is that Mr. Smith jumping up, you know, and jumping into the
fuck
program.
Mr. Smith, man.
What if Mr. Smith jumped right into your program right now, became you, and then started saying some old other shit on this video just to throw people
No, I
off?
told you about that, bro. Sometimes when I rap, I feel like it's Mr. Smith popping in. Like that possession feel, right? I need to go see like a shrink and a fucking have an exorcism done on me because I noticed that, bro. I'm like, that's not me, bro.
What? That's deep, bro. What if Mr. Smith is just like, you know, how they talk about the exorcist, like that's like a demon like attaching itself on you, like you're getting possessed by like some creature that's not from this dimension.
Well, I think, why me? Why me? Why me? Well, duh, because dude, you're 6 years old.
T-Dog Jones, what's up?
You were 6 years old, bro, and you were
Sean,
just
what's up? Go ahead.
listening to Slim Shady all day, bro, who was definitely possessed. You know, 6 years old. Why would they pick anyone else? I was like a little kid, perfect person.
Bro, you be blowing my mind. I gotta sit here and contemplate for a moment, bro. I ain't gonna lie, because I be thinking about heavy shit all the time. And some of the stuff you say, I don't know if you be knowing what the hell you be saying, but some of the stuff you say be like, you ever watch Neil deGrasse? You ever watch Neil deGrasse Tyson? You know who that is?
Yeah, but lately his stuff has been too politically correct.
It has. I ain't gonna lie. There's politics but science is already gonna be political from its birth.
Just too paid off. It doesn't seem like his message is being spread. I think it's someone else.
Well, I agree. I agree with it. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever people getting paid a lot of money, you already know the words coming out of their mouth are probably not their own. Not all of them. So yeah, but there's a lot of knowledge. Just the fact that you know who he is lets me know that you be looking at the same shit I be looking at. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's probably YouTube because we clicked on so many videos. The algorithm for us is the same now.
Or similar. And fucking what pops up on my feed is like the universe stuff, Well, it kind of depends on my mood sometimes. I think when my mood swings, the algorithm knows, and it fucking pops up some random ass shit on my
That's your
phone.
birthday. That's your birthday, astrology. Because you type your birthday into the YouTube. It asks you your birthday.
So it knows my moods.
Yeah.
Damn. I never thought of that. It knows my birth sign. It knows my
already has so many
zodiac
people uploading the zodiac to the YouTube. YouTube knows that what zodiac is doing what.
I never thought of that.
Because it's been informed.
It's like Mercury is in retrograde on my ass, and then they play some sad video or put some sad video on my feed, and I just
really it's
suck right into it.
You don't think Google has an AI consciousness now, bro? Because we, like Watson and all these other motherfuckers.
For so long. That's interesting.
YouTube is a company powered by what? Google. YouTube is powered by Google. It tells you everywhere, but no one gets to really. No one even knows. It's like, yeah, this is a Google platform,
and it's
so
Google, and it's taking in so much information. Like it knows your location. It knows your shopping habits.
Google's
it knows
watching you right now.
It knows what porn you like to watch. And that's interesting to me because, like you say, it's building a fucking T-Dog Jones say, Ray, I got me tripping on here. Ray, I got me tripping on here. I don't understand that, but what's up? Yeah, what did you say? What was I saying? I lost it, bro. Fucking I lost it. I think I was thinking of like the matrix inside the matrix and like the algorithm. Oh yeah, the computer. Yeah, that's right. We were talking about Google. Yeah, so it's taking in so much information, right? You said what simulate a consciousness. Maybe if anything can simulate a consciousness, it would be Google because of all the information that they have been able to take in. Yeah,
Google.
And then if the technologies, if the tech companies are working together, we don't know if they are behind the scenes because we know Facebook is taking in a lot of fucking information, and they got Twitter underneath them, and I think Snapchat is with them too, right? And then you got TikTok taking in a lot of information. So what if
Apple taking in a lot of information?
And Apple. So what if they're working behind the scenes, or maybe somebody from the companies go work together, and then they pull all this information together, and
the elite's already stepped in everything. Bro, the elite has infiltrated it all, and they've been in control. So look, that's what's in control. All right, well, now we're in control. One way or another, now they're stepping in. So the dog, bro, they already fucking, Google's a guy sitting next to you, might as well be. Knows everything about you. Knows how you like to masturbate, everything.
That's what Snowden was talking about, and people was like, meh. That shit crazy, man. And
but there's a revolution coming.
You know what killer about me? Because when you tell people that, they be like, I'm not doing nothing. I don't have nothing to hide, so they can watch me all they want. I don't care. I don't have nothing to hide.
They'll make something to hide.
But no, don't that sound like a generated automatic answer? That's Mr. Smith right there, because that's programming, because everybody says the exact same fucking answer.
No, because they will, but enough people need to talk about it to fix it. So I'm talking about it. You guys have been making shit that
shit is like the news. Like on the news where they say an exact same word.
Now you're afraid you're gonna get shut down by saying it.
I'm not afraid of that. I don't think so. Not that they right now. They just worried about that the jab and stuff. So we just stay away from that. We'll probably be okay. They're not paying no attention to me. My little old 20, 30, 40 views I get per video. They're not worried about my shit. You know what I'm saying?
It'll blow up in the future and they can catch on.
That could happen. You know what I think gonna happen? I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers so I can monetize my channel. And I think they're gonna go back and just kick out a whole bunch of my videos and say that they were, against community guidelines, or maybe they had copyright strike. Just gonna knock down all my videos.
They're already watching you.
That's what I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna get ahead of the curve because I'm gonna keep on improving my videos so that they won't be able to copyright strike me or say I did any community guidelines, because I've been learning. I'm gonna start reading that shit and learning more about that shit so that I can dodge all that shit.
You might as well just fucking realize that you're about to be a famous YouTuber, because you created it. Because I'm like, even if you don't create it, I'm teaching you how to. You have to now.
That's the plan. That is the plan, and I believe it. Speak it into existence, because I think people can enjoy this and they can learn from this, and I think it's monetizable. I think it's worth money sometimes. what I used to make music, and what I remember about making music is that you can put all the research you want, do all the work, and have the meticulous details down and like perfect song, and then it'll come out flat. And it's like, it's why it's not jamming. What happened? It didn't have the heart, it didn't have the feeling, but it didn't have the magic. But you don't know when does that magic happen. Like it's kind of random. So, but what you do is, for people who are good at creating any kind of good art, what they do is they create the conditions where the magic can happen. You understand? And then we get really good at.
I need to do that.
We get really good at like kind of predicting the magic, not because we can't make it happen really, but we can create the conditions for the magic. And then what we do is we go through the motions, and then when the magic happens, usually a lot of times you don't even know. You have to look back at it sometimes.
Actually, you want to know what? Here's my advice to all musicians. If you don't say it with heart, no one's going to hear it. And also, there is an art to saying what they want to hear till you have their ears. And then you sing about what you got to think about, okay, are you singing this song for yourself? Are you making this song? Are you making it for 100,000 people? Because you got to think about what the 100,000 people did today and how they're feeling or what they can relate to get them to listen again. Because if you're just making music for yourself and talking about your day and how you do shit, no one's going to relate to it. So no one's going to want to hear it.
Man, you were just talking about Google listening to us and stuff. I don't know what the hell, but my emails, like the screen keeps popping up my emails. It never does that shit. My emails are popping up on my screen right now.
No way.
It stopped now.
Dude, this is why I got so scared the other day. When I went to go to your YouTube and shit, my phone started like coming up with weird shit. It was like glitching. It just gave me 22 notifications. Why? I don't know. Because, bro, the Matrix. I just said some dumb shit, didn't I? I glitched the Matrix? Did I?
I don't know.
Fucking A. Fuck them. It'll fix itself.
So tell me, let's change. We're right at an hour. What have you been thinking about? Like, what are some things, what have you been doing different in your life to go down your spiritual journey to help you? I was talking to check out my stream I did earlier. I was talking to my son. He says affirmations and he writes them on the wall.
No way.
And he reads them throughout
awesome.
the day. And he got different ones in it. Check the video out. And he got different ones in different parts of his
he's
room.
a young. He was responsible. I think when I would have been his age, probably. How old is he?
He's 19.
Okay, that's when I started getting the message too. Okay. Yeah, bro, it's been almost 10 years of like school. I taught myself. But dude, that's badass.
Yeah, I wasn't as far along as he is. I wasn't that far along in 19. As far as the affirmations.
That came later, bro. That came like 4 years into my.
So he's ahead of the game as far as I can tell, because it took me a long time. And he uses his organizer, and he puts time. He schedules time for his meditations and shit.
No way.
In his organizer, and he goes through that.
He's serious.
And so at certain time of the day or whatever, that shit is slotted in, and that's when he go do his thing.
That's bad. That's badass, bro. What's your son's name?
Tariq.
Tariq,
yeah.
Tariq, man. Good luck in your spiritual journey, boss. And it's all just the beginning. It's an exciting world, and anything's possible, man. Like, you do create everything. I want to tell you guys, I met so many famous people just last year during a pandemic even. Nothing could stop me. I went ham, and that's all a product of like what I've been working for. All of them. I was up north in Michigan. We have like 6-month winters. So I would be sitting on YouTube all day. But I gotta I landed a little gig at Johnny Dang's, but damn, bro, you seemed like every rapper in the game was coming through getting jewelry, dude, like celebrity after celebrity. And it's like, I'm just a kid from Michigan, man. Like, what the hell? How is this happening? And then it really dawned on me, bro, you've been creating this and calling it in your life for years, man. And now it happens, like, you know, kind of smacks you in the face. It does take, like, perseverance, though. It does. And it's easy to forget, but just stay strong with your journey, man, and anything's possible. What I would say is have a conversation with Prime. I like to call it Prime Creator, because I say, look, I even tell, like, okay, so Christians, when I talk to them, they kind of get upset and stuff. Like, if Jesus was to come before me and have a conversation with me, of course I'm going to bow down and accept Jesus as my savior, if that's, like, the case, you know? But I that hasn't happened. But I like to think of it, they, them, or him or her or whatever it is, Prime Creator. And then when I close my eyes in my meditation, I go to it. That energy, I affiliate that awareness of that being to the word Prime Creator, and then I go there with my brain through awareness, and then I ask that to give me the blessing to be this or that. And then I'm telling you, man, like, you'll feel an energy when it's meant to be, and then you'll know to go for that dream. But I am affirmations program, the Matrix. Like, if you're thinking about the Matrix and you make it that thing, you, like, if you look, man, when somebody calls you something or you trick your mind into believing something, it will happen. It's the law of attraction. So you got to do, I am this, I am that. It's a pain in the ass, and people will call you crazy.
And you have to remember,
let them call you crazy when you're sitting on millions chilling with fucking your idols.
You have to remember that shit is so important. It's why I'm always careful about the words I use and what I say, because it's spells, and that's what people don't understand. You're creating spells and you're doing curses.
I call them chants.
It depends.
A spell is like an evil word. It's a negative energy.
You know, but however you want to call it, and depending on the words that you use.
Enchanted is a beautiful, positive word. Enchanted. I call them chants. Because are you going to be the good witch or the bad witch? You're going to be the good witch. If
you don't know what you're doing, you're just wilding out, chopping up stuff all around you, because the words that you're saying, some of them are going to be curses, and some of them are going to be chants, and some of them are going to be, you know what I'm saying?
Work on that.
So you have to be very, very, very careful about the words you use, and that's what I was saying though. So like when we was talking about the Matrix, and he's talking about, I believe I'm the one, or no, I don't believe, I know I'm the one. So like halfway through the movie, he didn't know he was the one. Well, no, the whole first movie. Well, actually, he don't really know he's the one until the third movie.
Bro, what's that Leonardo DiCaprio movie where he's like, I am magnificent, I am intelligent, or whatever? He's like saying all this shit. I never even watched the movie, but I saw the previews, and that was another reminder. I feel like the Matrix was like, oh yes, you know, like, let's program you. Like, I'm giving you the like, here are I am affirmations. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm giving you the opportunity to program yourself. Like, keep going. You forgot. Keep going. That would be sick. But there was this movie that came out, and he was doing them I am affirmations, and he ended up being some kind of brilliant something or another.
I think that's the point of everything. The TV, the news, football is back. The NFL is back.
I love football.
And all of this stuff is to distract you from your spiritual journey. What you really supposed to be doing is working on your chants and affirmations so that you can create. So all of this shit, the whole thing is to stop you from that, to distract you from it. So watching TV, and that's why I say unplug from the Matrix, the ads, watching ads and watching the movies and all of this stuff you're doing. I'm scrolling on TikTok, and it's all distracting. And you know what? I read something. They were talking about how one of the hells that they wanted to create was the one of sensation, where you can have any sensation that you want. Indulge in your sensations, and then that's your hell.
Well, Bro, don't even talk about those, because now you're programming all these people to think about that. Don't talk about the hells, bro. We don't want them to even know. That way they can't even program their matrix.
Well, the opposite of that is unplugging from the matrix and creating your own destiny. The thing is, people don't want to use their mind. It hurts, right? It's painful to be a creator because you have to make something from nothing. So what is it going to be? I don't know. It's scary. I'm scared. I don't know. What if it doesn't work? What if it's ugly? What if what if I fail?
Those are your spirits. I mean, when I'm drinking, I ingest a spirit. Now, I put in a fucking whole system by meditating where I don't allow spirits in quite much. But that Mr. Smith, I feel like do be hacking me.
I say that all the time about like Christmas time, and people be talking about holiday spirits, and it's the alcohol, and they call the alcohol spirits already. And I've seen many dudes get drunk and look like they was possessed. And when you're in a lower state, it's easier for those entities to attach themselves to you and manipulate you like Pinocchio.
Bam. Bam. Bam, bam.
I don't drink much. I've been drinking less and less and less and less.
Dude, I'm drinking now on this.
I smoke too much. So I'm not judging anyone. But the alcohol definitely allows those spirits to get into you.
That's why I don't even think we should keep this live up. It's not going to live up to our thing. I think we need to take this down. And for the people that are viewing it, we'll do another one tomorrow.
You said that last time, bro. Just chill. It's good. We had at least one person's been watching this whole time. Whoever you are, what's up?
No way.
Yes. Say something to this guy. Yeah, put something in the comments so he can know that you've been watching the whole time or something. I don't know. I could see the one on the screen. I mean, now we're announcing to the whole damn everybody who can watch the video later that it's, but that's okay. It's a stream in the middle of the night. It's 2:28 on Saturday night.
2:20. I only drink when tragedy happens and I just want to relax, or once a week on Saturdays, because I used to be an alcoholic. Fun fact, I did get lonely and depressed, and mental health is huge, but alcohol is not the way, guys. Don't choose alcohol as your way to escape, because you'll just fall. You'll fall from wherever you're at. I promise you.
He said moderation is key. I'm probably talking about the alcohol. And I would say
that term is great, but it's just like, I feel like it's in an alcoholic's year. Back when I would drink, people would tell me that, I hear it too much. It doesn't make an impact. I've already let it go one ear out the other.
Well, what I always say is all things in moderation. All things in moderation, because everything is a bad thing. Too much of anything is a bad thing. So if you go by that law, all things in moderation, then alcohol falls right into that. Everything falls into that. There's no exception to that rule. All things in moderation. Too much water will kill you. You could drink too much water and it'll kill you.
You're basically committing suicide every day if you drink. If you drink every day, you're just committing suicide slowly. And that's a reality I don't like to I ain't gonna lie, that's a reality I try to avoid, because it's the same thing with the smoking. And at that point, dude, you gotta live for something. Please.
Ooh.
Whether it be someone else. Because, dude, I've had people commit suicide on me. Homies. I buried a homie.
Mental health is so important. I talk about it all the time in my videos, and I wish the community would take it more serious and kind of pay attention, because I've had a death. I've had a possible suicide of a very close one too. So, and I saw a sign. You see the signs after it's over, right? You look back on it and you're like, damn, it was a whole bunch of signals that I was missing.
There was one case where I didn't see the sign, bro, because it was like, there was just one sign. there was one sign. It was like tweet. I'm fucked up or something like that, right? But I'm like, you know, everyone has their night. No, there's something seriously wrong with me. That was the tweet. There's something seriously wrong with me. Other than that, dude, it's the quiet ones you got that you think have it all, that never show it. You got to watch them, because even them, they could die, bro. Like, before you even know it, they could commit suicide. Like the quiet ones, the ones that let it out, it's easy, bro, to say, yeah, you know, I knew about what he was going through, but you would be surprised. The quiet ones tend to fucking, that's the only way that they can know how to communicate to the world that they were going through something, because they couldn't show it, they couldn't communicate it. So like the only way of letting you know is just to die. Like, yeah, I was going through something, told you, or like I couldn't tell you or whatever. You know what I mean?
Tish, she say it's Tish from work.
What up? Damn, no way.
She been watching like the whole time, bro. We like over an hour.
Damn, dude, this one, I feel like I've been sucking. I've been drinking, that's why.
Don't say that. What's the affirmations? What'd you say about the affirmations, bro? Don't say shit like that. That's your curse you just did. Don't do that. And you're not, because like I was telling my son earlier, people can learn from this stuff, bro. Like everyone wants to hear what your thoughts are. People think people don't want to hear your thoughts. People do want to hear your thoughts. Not only do they want to hear your thoughts, there's people out there that's on their spiritual journey, and something you're going to say is going to help them along their way. And that's a reality. Don't doubt it. You know, because you've done the work to go down some rabbit holes.
I'm just having vape panic. It's the spirit of the vape talking through me. My vapes are all out. I'm like, fuck. Now I'm like saying shit. Look at that. All these bitches. I got 6 of them.
You got 6 empty vapes.
So now I'm like, the spirit of the vape, that's a real one. I'm addicted, bro. Nicotine. Wow, what an addictive thing. It got you too.
Got me, man. Got me since I was like 15, 16 years old. I wish I would have never, I tell everybody this, I wish I would have never touched that first cigarette, bro.
Bro, I started chewing first. Up north, that was the cool thing. Chew. What? Fuck that. But you would think, damn, that's a one hell of a way to do the tobacco. Just put it in your mouth for like a half hour and just fucking.
It goes straight into your bloodstream. I've chewed it. My people are from Riverside, and so yeah, they all chew out there, and yeah, it goes straight into your bloodstream. You can feel it. You know, nicotine is a stimulant, so it hits you like caffeine. So like it's almost like a cocaine. You know what I'm saying? So you hit it, it cuts your lip. That the ones that have the freaking formaldehyde in it, it cuts your lip open.
Grizzly.
And then you like it too. You like the cut.
Oh yeah.
You taste the blood, and then you know when you start chewing it, you know once the juice get in there, it's freaking going straight into your bloodstream. Bro, I could tell some stories. My grandma, bro, she wasn't my grandma. She was my grandpa's wife. And she chewed, and she always had a fucking little cup next to her fucking chair that she sit in. It was like a recliner, and it was like a little can. It was like a I don't know, green beans can with the top taken completely off, and that was her spit can, and it was always there next to her chair. And oh my god, I was a little kid, man. I kicked that thing over I don't know how many times, because you know how it is when you yeah, because I'm a little kid and I'm fucking playing and whatever rambunctious, and I know it's there and I'm trying to dodge it, but it happens. And oh my god, you talking about the nastiest shit ever. Oh, I can vomit right now thinking about that.
Oh, it's
terrible,
gross, bro. I can't even do it anymore. I'll throw up. Okay, so my stepdad, he put it perfectly. He said, "Yeah, I used to chew." He's like, until I was bench pressing, and I ended up swallowing the chew.
Damn near choked to death.
And I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, I would stop chewing too."
He probably thought he was gonna die.
Dude, but here's one other reason why you'll stop chewing, bro.
Yeah, he probably had one of the moments like, damn, I could die right here.
Every chewer can attest to that, to this next story I'm about to tell. A lot of people. All right, bro. So you're in the car or whatever, or I don't know where you're at. You're somewhere normal. You're having a normal day. And you fucking pick up that drink and you take a biggest gulp. It's hot. You're thirsty. It's a fucking warm summer day in Houston. Humid as fuck. You get out of that long walk and you fucking take a swig of that drink and it ends up being chew spit. You're like 2-3 gulps deep.
Oh my God, bro.
Because you're thirsty as fuck. And it's chew spit. And then it gets about that third sip where your taste buds catch up. You don't ever chew again.
Oh, my stomach just turned. Please stop. Please stop. No more. Let's move on. Next subject, bro. Please.
That's a virus in itself.
That is some nasty shit. And I smoke cigarettes, and smoking cigarettes is nasty. But chewing tobacco is the nastiest shit ever.
Ever, bro. I did it. I don't know why I did it. That was a fucked up move, me. But anyway, I moved down to Newport 100s. DJ Newport 100.
What about this? So do you smoke menthols?
Menthol's the only way.
Why is that? Why is this like the culture?
I like the mint.
Especially black folks.
I like the menthol taste because I did Grizzly wintergreen my whole life. So I had to switch off the fucking shit. I needed that mint.
When I first started smoking cigarettes, I smoked menthols because it's like everybody smoked menthols. I don't know. I think it's a thing because like black people, Hispanics, they smoke menthols. I don't know fucking why. I really don't. But as time went on, I realized I don't really like menthols. So I stopped smoking menthols a whole bunch of years ago. I smoke regulars now. I hate menthols. And when people pass me a menthol, I can't. It's so nasty to me. I cannot smoke it.
I can't even smoke a cig now. I'll throw up. And now I'm on these vapes. And now I'm pissed because I ain't got a vape. I can't even go a couple hours without a vape. I'll start malfunctioning. They got me, bro. They got me bad with these damn things.
I hate it so much, bro. Like let's talk about that. How does that fit into the Matrix with them like getting us on these addictive things that basically is slow suicide? And meanwhile we're scrolling Instagram, don't care.
Dog, it tests you, bro. It's testing you. How strong are you? I'm not very fucking strong when it comes to these vapes, bro.
Like drugs, period. Drugs, period. Because I was gonna play a video about like the depression. I might play it, and because of COVID, increased depression like around the world, and it was already people like depressed because of like just the way the world is, and then the amount of suicides, and after COVID, the suicides have increased a lot. And even after like lockdown, the suicides have continued to increase. And
suicide's been a problem in the United States, and no one's talking about it because bro, if you look at our suicide rate compared to people, it's like the highest in the world. But that's never talked about.
And it's recently increased, and it's really crazy that they're not talking about it.
But we talk about the people working in China that are committing suicide, but we never talk about that we are the highest rate of suicide.
Right. That's
Why-
propaganda, brainwashing.
We don't want because it goes against the America's the best.
That nationality shit. That's that brainwashing shit. That's that loyalty shit.
It's like, come join the military. America's the best. Be grateful. Pay me. You live here. Shit. But, I mean, no one's asking about it. No one's talking about it. So it's kind of, until it's too late. It's kind of fucked up. But that goes with the thing like, oh, did you want to go on a beach last time? You're like, you want to go on a private island? Or go detach from everything or whatever the hell we were talking about. I don't even know how we got there either. I still watch the stream back like, whoa, why are they asking me that, you know? But that would improve your, what is it called? What is it called, bro? Standard of living or whatever. Happiness.
All of that shit. Your spirituality. You take off your shoes and walk in the dirt. You go out and grow some plants that you're gonna actually fucking eat. Like you have to need, if you need some meat, you're gonna have to go fucking catch it, you know, because you could be on the island and have
you feel accomplished. You feel good. But wait, could they now though? That's a good question because now it's just like a lingering woe, like a week and an hour later. I'm just now getting to this question. Okay, bro. Could people in the United States after being programmed do that? No, they couldn't, bro.
Most of them couldn't. I can.
But if that's all you knew.
But I'm fortunate because I lived in the country. I know how to grow plants. I've grown watermelon. I've grown flowers. I've grown all different kinds of stuff. I've grown strawberries. I can't name it. But potatoes, and they're so easy to grow. And so the thing is, what I'm saying is, if you're on an island now, you know, you don't have nobody to come bring you your shit. So now a lot of stuff changes, like the brands. Now you don't need the red bottom shoes, right? You don't need that. You don't need the the name brand, whatever, the Gucci, Louis Vuitton. So now look, that's what I'm saying. This is what'll bring you back to reality and bring you back to nature and bring you back to your true self and your true spirituality, your nature, how you balance on earth. Because like I say, and the same thing, we're detached from everything. So our meat, it comes from the market. Who knows what they did to it? We don't know.
What the fuck, bro?
But that's not the point. That's not the point I'm trying to get on. What I'm trying to say is, if you're out there on the island, you've been there for a long time, you done ran out of the frozen stuff or whatever you had. Now you got to grow some potatoes or some chickens. I'm
not gonna lie, bro.
Or catch some fish.
Some of my family,
listen. But now you know where that food came from. You know what it ate. You know where it lived. You know how it was slaughtered. You did it in a humane way. If you blessed it, you know what I'm saying. And also you put in the work, and you respected the life of it that you had to take for your life to continue.
I got the perfect guest for you. For all this island talk, everybody, I don't know how this is even possible, bro, but this is the biggest coincidence. My family in Canada has an island, lives on it, completely detached. My dad's aunt, her family. So it's distant family. I don't know. I've never been to the island. We could, technically, I do have connections with one person that likes music on the island. And we could get him on. And he could tell you what it's like to live on an island. Away from everybody. She said, ew. Stop.
That's back when you was talking about the comments come in late as fuck. I don't know why, but that's back when you was talking about the tobacco.
Oh,
but we don't want to get back on that. Please don't get back on that. What was you saying? You was talking about what did you just say?
Should have read my horoscope. It's probably like, don't go on any fucking YouTubes. There's that negative energy again. I don't know where it's coming from, bro.
The algorithm, bro.
The algorithm. We gotta snipe it out.
Mr. Smith.
Fuck.
Let me play just a short clip, just because I think it's funny.
No.
Could you see what was happening?
No.
I should have told you. We should just do another one.
What the hell? What happened? This nigga. Play a video till he comes back. Oh, there you go.
Here we go.
What happened? I lost you.
You down to stay up? Bro, the headphones, I just realized the audio is going to be all fucked up.
Yeah, it sounded better before.
It did?
Yeah, it sounded better before.
No way.
Seaway.
You there?
Yeah.
I put on the symbol again. Back to this shit. We didn't even talk about what I had planned. I had like 4 things written down.
Go ahead. Go into them right now. Do it now.
Oh shit, just symbolism. And then I see people faking. And I see people carrying it. It's like, okay, so you want to be evil. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, look at me, I'm evil, and then they get praised. What the fuck's that?
Babylon.
You know? Ancient Babylon. So mystery Babylon in the end times. You know about that shit too, I'm sure you do. Same algorithm.
Revelation.
You know about mystery Babylon?
Tell me.
So supposedly where America is mystery Babylon in the end times book of Revelations, right? Because it comes and it says that the Statue of Liberty, it literally describes her as our like thing. Literally describes this is the end. Okay, so mystery Babylon is the end times nation. So the powerhouse of the world when the end of the world happens, or end of time. End of time. Whoa. Fucking A. So it gets deeper. End of time. They got the time machine and they glitch it and everything changes for the future. End of time. New world. New time.
This is what
they changed. The rapture, the people from the old events. Oh my God. Okay. This is where this podcast needs to go. Okay, look, bro. End times. That could be a hint, bro. The ripple effect of you time traveling back and changing something. Well, the ripple didn't catch up till now. And they could be describing that. And then now it's the new world order, like the new world, the new time. And then all the people from the old time that didn't make it into the change, they're getting raptured. They're vanishing. The rapture. Whoa, that shit, the whole Bible shit.
Dun dun dun. What else? What I have to make a comment though, because see, the thing is, I've read the Bible backwards and forwards, man. And people out there maybe don't believe me, but I really have. But there's 2 books in the Bible that I spent the most time or read repeatedly, and it's Revelation and Genesis. Because in Genesis, when they start getting to the begot this, begot that, I'm done. But everything before that, I'm really into, and the whole thing of Revelation. So, but one thing my dad said when I was younger, he was like, Revelation is talking about the future. Dun dun dun. So it is, and it doesn't make no qualms about that when you read it. If you read it to understand it, it's a speculation. It's a speculation. It's an idea of what the end times would look like or whatever. What will happen, the final battle or Armageddon. Like they even chose a specific spot on the planet where the battle is going to happen and all of this. So yes, it's predicting the future, Revelation. Revelation is predicting the future. So yes. So the New World Order, America, the New Rome, the Catholic Church, Versailles in Paris, Washington, D.C., all these things are connected. The Federal Reserve, the United Nations. I can keep going. The World Health Organization. What is it? Blue Cross or whatever. The ones that almost all of those non-government organizations. If it says foundation or something on there, you guarantee you it's a tentacle. You know what I'm saying? It's so big that it has to be demonic. It has to be a spirit or energy that's not even a part of this dimension, that's hypnotizing these people for this massive global hypnotizing this massive global ritual, hypnotizing everyone to just walk into destruction, to walk into death, to walk into evil, to walk into oblivion, and then do it with a smile, like meh. They don't even care. They're like, oh, we're on our way to walk off the cliff. That's really what's happening, man. Check out what I just saw on TikTok. Hey, let's do a TikTok right quick. 5 minutes later, they're literally walking off the cliff. It's retarded. What do you think about all that? I've been talking a lot. I need to drink some drinks.
I just think they probably are immortal in this realm, in this matrix, bro. And they probably been wondering what the fuck this whole time. Like if they're probably bored, they want to be worshipped. They want to be worshipped because they feel like they accomplished something none of them have, no one else has or whatever. But that's evil, right? I don't know where I went with that.
Evil, man. The spiritual war is
the idea of wanting to be worshipped.
Ignorant. They changed ignorance is evil to ignorance is bliss. Think about that. So that's the opposite. And that's what I be saying about like the devil convincing the people to worship him instead of God. And then that's why I don't say I believe in Jesus. That's another reason, because why would there be another name, and why would there be a side man to God, like or intermediary, a person you got to go to before you get to God? How come I can't just talk directly to God? What's up with this? What's up with this side guy? What's up with this middleman?
It's human nature. All human nature is based off wanting to be worshipped these days, bro. What is it like? You know what I mean?
And that's the truth. And I was reading something that struck me, and it said religions are really a manifestation of man worshiping himself. Can you hear me?
Hold on one sec, Chaka.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Testing.
Hello?
Testing. Check.
I think you hit.
I didn't hit nothing. I hear you.
I hit fix audio on my phone. It worked.
Okay. What was I saying? I lost it, bro.
Fucking everybody wants to be worshipped.
Right. Evil. Basically, we're worshiping ourselves. And that's what we do. Man worships man. And that's the reason why we have all these statues, and we try to remember. They force you to remember George Washington's name and shit. Everybody wants to be George Washington. They want to be remembered, and people have statues of them so they can be immortal in that way. You know what I'm saying? It's man worshiping himself, and we should not be worshiping ourselves. There's things greater than us.
Worshiping. No, we shouldn't even be worshiping them, bro.
Yes, none of it. We should be worshiping.
That's how you have bad behavior.
We shouldn't be worshiping anything. But when they be talking about
learning about something, if this is about learning,
yes,
and
Listen.
experiencing. We just need to observe.
Exactly. That's our purpose. So what I was going to say was, if there's anything that we should be doing is giving thanks that we're here on the planet in the in the Garden of Eden. And then they be talking about paganism and stuff. But I would say if there's anything out here that will be worthy of worship, it would be the sun. If they're worshiping the sun, that make a lot of damn sense, because the damn sun, without it, there's no life.
Gives you life. It gives you life.
So
does the moon.
and then you could
So
say
does the
water,
earth.
and then
So
you could
does the
say
earth.
water, and then the earth. So those are things that will be worthy of worship. I would say, but
Why do
we
you gotta
should just
worship?
we're not here for that. We're here to give thanks, and we're here to gather information, not to worship. We're definitely not here to worship ourselves.
They ain't here to
'Cause
worship.
look, think about that.
Or be worshipped. Or
Think
be
about
worshipped.
that. Think about this. They're worshiping their avatar or someone else's avatar. Dun,
I think
dun.
that's a lot of insecurities come from. They ain't been worshipped enough yet in the day. It's like, oh, well, bro, you haven't been worshipped enough today? Do I need to fucking kiss your ass real quick and tell you how great you are? Fuck that, bro. I get
And
time for that shit.
That's so deep, because it's so heavy in our society. One of the things I noticed when I was taking my real estate classes is how when the teacher said some joke that wasn't really funny, it was always a certain number of people that would laugh, because it was like corny joke, pause, insert laugh here. So the people are programmed, even though it wasn't funny. And it's because of the authority that the teacher has, and they want it, like you say, kiss his ass. And so they laugh at his fucking unfunny jokes right on cue. That's the program. That's the algorithm. That's Mr. Smith.
Life sucks right now, bro. I need to do some meditation.
It ain't all doom and gloom, bro. It's not that bad, bro. Look at us. We chilling. We chilling. We're doing a live on freaking YouTube. People gonna get to watch this. Somebody's been watching the whole time.
They've been
chilling, bro.
programming mass consciousness, though, bro, to project the Matrix too, like into the end times. We're calling it into existence. We need to stop that.
I agree. And like I was saying earlier, I have to be careful about what I say. And I try to remind myself of that. So I'm glad that you said that, because I'm always the one to remind others to be careful of what they say. But you're right. I'm creating this. I'm speaking it into existence. The misery, the hells that we mentioned. So before we end it, because we don't have to end it now, but let's just make sure that we are affirming some positive stuff. So let's talk about like solutions to the Matrix, and let's talk about like what people should be doing on their spiritual journey to grow, and stuff like that.
All right, so I in my spiritual journey, I like to say these affirmations. I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am happy. And I also like to say all of my affirmations for my friends and family. So like I'll say, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am happy, and so are my friends and family. Or I get paranoid that doesn't even work, because I didn't say my family is wealthy, my family is healthy, my family is happy. So I go back and I'll say it again, and I feel like that's like double power because I said it twice. I usually just make sure I say I am healthy, my friends are healthy, and my family's healthy, because that's number one. You got to be healthy. Then I like to do happy. Then wealthy is is something obviously that's good. That's gonna bring good power to the people that are good people. Like wealth is power. I'm bringing power to good people. I am affirmations. You do that every day, good things will happen. I am in control. I am in control is a big one. That's I believe that I believe that I can do whatever. You know what I mean? Like, make sure you believe everything to remind yourself you believe in this shit. Say it 1,000 times till you believe it. If you say, when you're mad, when you smile, it releases dopamine. Okay? When your mind thinks something or believes something and you say the opposite, it releases something to trick it. I promise. But you got to say it enough. Because you at least know you're on your way to it. You're attracting it. You start knowing, like, okay, I've attracted it. It's coming. Then you believe. And then it comes. Boom! All the rich and smart people fucking know this shit. It's called The Secret. Law of attraction. The Secret. They kept it a secret. I could have kept it a secret. I didn't. I tell everybody. And you know, I'm crazy. It's whatever, dude. The fucking elite have it. That's why they're elite. Because they said I am elite 100 million times and believed it and attracted it. Their parents taught them how. There's a long chain of them. The 13 bloodlines or whatever the fuck. Donald Trump fucking time traveling and becoming president, and y'all still just talk hate all day. Well, how did he do that? I don't know. He's only in the motherfucking back of The Secret saying this is the fucking shit.
Wait, that's funny you said that. Hold on, I got something cool. Check this out right quick. I'm gonna play the whole thing.
You ever feel like, I don't know, that sometimes it feels bad to be correct? Specifically, it feels bad to correctly predict everything that's gone down on the global stage over the last year. After being belittled by peers, called a conspiracy theorist, treated like the offspring of the village idiot and the town leper, yeah, sure, there's that brief yet fleeting moment where you internally acknowledge you're some ratchet Nostradamus for literally stating the obvious. But then all that's left is the suckiness of being right. Today, we're humbly and woefully keeping score on another obvious truth we've been saying for some time now. That the US government uses big tech as a tool to silence public dissent across social media. It's probably been happening for quite some time, probably since the conception of these social media outlets. But now they've finally admitted it, and guess what? No one does anything about it. Never. Nothing ever happens. At last Thursday's press briefing, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki discussed the White House's campaign to counter misinformation about the virus. Psaki explained that part of the Biden administration's new campaign involves asking social media companies to be more active in combating misinformation and to share the results of their efforts publicly. She said, quote, "We are in regular touch with these social media platforms, and those engagements typically happen through members of our senior staff, but also members of our COVID-19 team. We've increased disinformation research and tracking within the Surgeon General's office. We're flagging problematic posts for Facebook that spread disinformation. We're working with doctors and medical professionals to connect medical experts who are popular with our audiences with accurate information and boosted, trusted content. So we are helping get trusted content out there." End quote. Of course, this news comes only weeks after Facebook introduced the Narc on Your Neighbor feature, which prompts users to tattle on their Facebook friends with the pop-up, "Are you concerned that someone you know is becoming an extremist?" With a second alert reading, "You may have been exposed to harmful extremist content recently." Gasp. When approached for a quote about Biden's campaign this past Thursday, Facebook admitted that 18 million pieces of misinformation-related content had been removed. Meanwhile, medical professionals who speak out against the Fauci-ouchie status quo are repeatedly censored by social media, silenced even. Those who would normally qualify as trusted sources of medical information have had their social media accounts removed and their employers contacted for attempting to spread misinformation about the virus and the inoculations. What was called misinformation at the time anyway, but later proved to be true. All while millions and millions of folks across the world have been locked inside their homes and had their small businesses and finances crash because of government-imposed lockdowns. The United States government has decided that its citizens cannot gauge what information is true or untrue, vital information that affects their livelihood and health. Of course, it was already revealed with Project Mockingbird that mainstream media was totally infiltrated by the government, and you can see the effects of it play across your screen every day. All the mainstream media, they're all reading from the same script. Now the government aims to have your computer and phone screens reflect the same script, the same one you're hearing on Fox News, the same one you're hearing on CNN. So control of the flow of information, the information about this, quote, virus is what they've admitted to. Imagine what information they're controlling and not making a peep about. For example, during President Obama's tenure, Google and its affiliates met at the White House a total of 427 times. That's pretty cozy. I don't even think I saw my parents that many times during Obama's tenure. And I live 15 minutes away from them. What were they discussing, I wonder? I would tell you the same stats for the Trump administration, but they're not published anywhere. But tell me, when did we allow the government to infantilize adults? When did we allow them to become our parents, telling us what is true and untrue, what is safe to read and what is not, when to jump and how high? Over the last few years on this channel, I've extensively covered big tech censorship efforts, at first for purely altruistic reasons, and then for mostly selfish reasons here towards the end, as my voice and voices like mine continually are getting flagged and censored off the internet. My main bugaboo this entire time has been how big tech companies who claim to be private corporations routinely meet with the White House and take handouts from the government on the regular. Our own tax dollars are being used to silence us. My grandparents' money, my parents' money, my children's money. I am belaboring this point in each video because I want you to see how ridiculous the whole nature of our reality is. Money is energy. For most of us, it's a transaction of how we spend what little time we have here on this earth so we can have food, shelter, and comfort. According to my demographics, most of you watching this are American, and most of us Americans have to work for a living. Just as our parents did, just as our grandparents did, and so on. In fact, we work away the best years of our lives for this small taste of freedom past the age of 65, and then we die. And it's not the working part I'm villainizing here, it's the theft. During that time, over the thousands and thousands of paychecks, Uncle Sam takes a cut. A rather large cut, I might add. And a lot of people are okay with it because you're like, well, I want the roads to be in tip-top shape. I want our kids having the best of the best at the schools. But really, as the veil is thinning, it's becoming apparent that a large portion of those funds go to furnishing politicians extracurriculars, lining the pockets of billionaires and funding their, quote, travels to outer space. Bombing kids in the Middle East, gender studies in Pakistan, and censoring the hell out of anyone who has a problem with any of that. Your own dollars, your own energy is the fuel that this rotten thing uses to silence and censor you. To plant ideas in your head, to manufacture your consent. It is the boot stamping on the human face, forever. It is Babylon debt slavery with a never-ending circus act off to the side. So you're so distracted that you can't even notice or see the chains that bind you. And for the record, I hate George Orwell and I hate 1984. If I never hear it quoted one more time throughout my life, I'd be happy. But when I see stuff like this, where they're bragging about this effort to control the flow of information, they're not even hiding it. And these blurred lines between what are supposed to be private corporations and the government, I think of this quote. Every record has been destroyed or falsified. Every book rewritten. Every picture has been repainted. Every statue and street building has been renamed. Every date has been altered. And the process is continuing day by day and minute by minute. History has stopped. Nothing exists except an endless present in which the party is always right. So what do you think, internet friends? You know, I always look forward to reading your comments. Thank you so much for...
That was miserable.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help but to play the whole thing. And I had to pee anyways and give me a new drink and shit. So, what'd you think of all that? She said a lot of stuff that you were saying.
I thought just fucking watching it again was miserable. Now that now that I've been fucking know, it's like, yeah, bro, I know. It's miserable. So then you start to tune it out because you don't feel like you can't do shit.
She kept seeing. Did you see the all seeing eye? She kept showing that. Did you see it?
Oh yeah, I did. It's everywhere. But that could just be, you know, I think people don't even know what it means. They just start flashing it everywhere trying to fit in, bro.
So what do you think of some of that stuff she said, like conspiracy theory stuff?
That's not a conspiracy, bro. What was she saying again? Dude, I already forgot.
It was a whole bunch of shit. Do you remember anything? Like, what I mean is, how did it make you feel? What do you think about right now after watching it? What is your first like reaction? Any parts of it that you heard or remember or whatever?
She talked about programming. Just programming the world. I was trying to do the Neo thing and look cool because I'm so worried about my looks because I'm programming.
Bro, you done changed outfits like 3 times. Now you really do look like Morpheus.
Fuck this light, bro. Hold up. Man, to be honest, I really have no idea. We need to take this stream down for me, please, bro. This is embarrassment.
It's not, bro. So what are you doing right now, bro? Like, I can't see anything.
I don't know, but I don't like this when I have freedom to mope around my fucking...
Oh, earlier it looked like you had a filter on when I was playing the video. It looked kind of cool.
I didn't. I didn't have no filter.
Oh. Must have been a light or something.
This is a light. I'm did the hat again. The initial break the Matrix hat. You guys want to walk with me while I go to the store and get a vape because I'm that addicted?
Go ahead,
shit.
bro.
Why do I feel like I gotta be here? Let's walk, boys. Woo!
That's kind of cool.
You about to see some shit.
So, man, but what were you saying though? Like, old girl was talking about like how the government is telling us what is acceptable to say and not say and talk about online, and basically censoring everybody that says anything that's against what they're saying or whatever.
I mean, until it happens to you, it's not even a thing. So, but if it happens to you and you feel like you're fighting something good, then everyone needs to support that, and they will. But wait, what was the question? Censorship? Fuck censorship, because we're supposed to have the freedom of speech. Duh, you know what I mean? Fuck that shit.
Apparently we don't. They're shutting down people's YouTubes and everything.
That's dictatorship. So
Facebook.
These big companies don't have a government. They're bigger than the government.
They kicked, you know, as much as however you feel about Trump, kicking him off of Twitter and Facebook and everything. That shit is wrong. At least, like, you know, maybe for a while, but let him come back, you know? That's wrong,
They're
man.
bigger than the government now. They think they're the nation.
Man, listen, I tell everybody, the government don't run shit. Corporations run the world, period. And then you can't even separate corporations from governments because they're so intertwined. The big, huge corporations like the military-industrial complex, like the pharmaceutical health complex, you know, these companies are so big. The agricultural,
they all go back to go.
complex.
They all answer to one boy. Do you know who that is?
Who is that?
The Federal Reserve.
Well, they do. Well, I don't know about that because these corporations are multinational, and the Federal Reserve is private entity, but it loans money to American companies.
Every dollar you get from the Federal Reserve, including these companies who get paid, bro, you have to pay. You have to pay them back.
Yeah. So, but that's how it works.
It's all bro. every dollar you have is owed.
Yeah, man. There's a UAE, not the UAE. There's another one, and they give loans to people around the world. It's just like the Federal Reserve, and it's the same thing. They always extracting resources basically because yes, you got to pay back plus interest, and they're gonna give you a whole. They're gonna give you a shit ton of money, and then you're gonna be paying that shit forever, and everything you produce, they gonna own.
On the back of the money, it says this is a dollar or whatever. It says it's a note. A note is like, dog. It's just like it's loaned. Like you don't every dollar, even if you work for it, is loaned to you.
Right.
What?
Yep. They can confiscate it at any time.
Exactly. So who's the big boy? It's the Federal Reserve, bro.
The only way that is real is because of people's belief in it being real.
Well, that's why all these cryptocurrencies are coming out. Hello.
I don't know how I feel about the cryptocurrencies. I like the blockchain way that they are set up, but I don't trust that shit. It's on a damn computer. What happens when the damn lights turn off? What if the lights turn off and don't turn back on?
That's why it's better to take the blue pill, brother. Because now you don't have the defense system, the army to go to war. You just went to war with one man. You're going to get slayed by 300 Spartans. You're one man. That's what sucks. We're all in prison to these motherfuckers. No one's going to talk about it for that reason. You're one man, they got an army, whatever.
Yeah, right now I'm zoning on the fact that like your screen is dark and I got this shark in the background from my green screen. And it's like what you were saying, like you are against a Spartan, and the shark kind of represents that. And it's like it's about to bite my head off, and like I really have it's like I have no chance at all.
Well, how is anyone gonna speak up? It's like if you can't beat them, join them. That's why I feel like the symbology, but they don't even know about it. They're just like trying to join them, and it's just
that's
not
so
good
sad.
It's not good for our kids.
That.
It's not good for our kids.
That's the thing I hate the most is the passive acceptance of evil. That's worse than evil. And just because they won, I'll just join them. Whatever. No, fuck that. Kill me, bro. I don't want to be on their team.
But now you know this is how Tupac died, bro. So we got to be careful.
I mean, if that's the affirmation, that's the affirmation. I'll stand on that because I don't want to be a soldier in their army. I don't want to be co-opted.
I better be something. I'm gonna survive first.
That's not how I feel. I don't feel that way because I think that has to do with the thing about worshiping man and worshiping themselves, because we should never fear death.
But what if it comes down to that?
And another thing, that's why I say we shouldn't be trying to be immortal either. All things in creation has a cycle, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Man, that makes it a story.
You just gotta trust that you played the game knowing that it had an end.
Exactly.
Trust that you're gonna wake up on your spaceship and you're there at your destination.
Exactly, because no story. It's not what people don't understand. I write. I'm a writer, but you haven't written anything unless it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. That's what makes it a story. It has to come to an end. That's why people be mad about endings a lot of times in movies and shit, because they wanted it to go this way or that way or whatever, or maybe they wanted it to keep going, whatever the fuck. Everybody was mad when the Game of Thrones ended, but they had to end it some kind of way. Nigga, what the fuck? I saw that last season of that, and it was pretty good. I like that stuff. I ain't gonna lie, but it had to end some kind of way. What the hell? What did y'all expect? You know what I'm saying? No matter what ending they did, it was gonna freaking piss like probably everybody off. And
everyone's already gonna be pissed off because they had a bad day, bro. They're owned by the Federal Reserve.
And they're trying to ignore it. And they're trying to ignore it by watching Game of Thrones.
Exactly. It's like, oh man, I went to work all day. Now I gotta fucking waste time on this shit.
Yeah. So
my wife likes it. I don't even like it. I would have ended it this way.
Yeah. So Game of Thrones ends, and then it snaps them back into reality, like pow, like crashing home. Now I gotta think about my wife and her alcoholism. And shit.
That's another thing. Yeah. By the last episode, they're already thinking of the ending. Like, all right, well, I waited the 5 whatever seasons.
Now it's like, now what I'm gonna do?
Now I gotta go back to my shit.
Yeah. Now I gotta talk to my kids and shit.
Damn, that was the ending? Fuck. No. Well, I know what I gotta do. Shit, I know what I gotta do next. That didn't help. That didn't help at all.
I read a book by Stephen King. And to my knowledge, I think it's his only non-fiction book. And it was like the macabre. I'm probably saying it wrong. Anyways, he was talking about what is horror, like how do you write it, and like what scares people and stuff. I recommend anybody read that shit because it's he's so smart about that. So it's really revealing about a lot because he gets into your psychology of like, okay, so what is scary? The boogeyman is scary because you can't see him. And what he was saying in the movie is at some point you have to reveal the boogeyman, but once you reveal him, his mysticism, what makes you afraid is no longer there, or it's definitely tremendously diminished. So that's why in a lot of movies, like Jaws, right? A lot of people feel like Jaws was one of the greatest movies of all time. I wouldn't say that, but it is a really good movie. It was very well done. And in that movie, you don't see the shark until the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And then when you finally see the shark, you're a bit disappointed because it just wasn't big enough, or the teeth wasn't, whatever.
You're not at a certain level to let satisfaction in. You're cock blocking your satisfaction.
No, that's not it. Your imagination is greater. Your expectation is always greater
it's
than
both of
reality.
those. Your imagination. If your imagination was greater and shit like that, and that you were also living fear anyway, so you have bigger fears, or you've seen bigger fears. It wasn't on your fear level. That's a thing too. Yeah.
Because your imagination imagines something else, and maybe something more scary, more gruesome. Because your imagination is good at that. But then when they finally,
bro, you ever just think about some fucked up shit and like a friend or a family just dying or something? I know, don't think like that.
It's crazy because you can go into the details in your mind of that shit and extract the whole like emotions that was related to the event. You ever saw? There's another one by Stephen King.
Oh yeah, that's what actors do before they have to cry in a role, bro. They'll imagine that shit
and try to think that they're the actual real person that's going through that shit. So there's a movie. It was a movie and a book, Langoliers. I talked about it in another. I don't know if it was with you. I wouldn't be surprised if it was with you because the kind of shit we be talking about. But the Langoliers, it's like these creatures. All right, these creatures, they live outside of our realm, like, right? So you got the universe, and then you got creatures that kind of live outside of the realm of the universe, which, so anyways, but it's still in the universe because that's what you have to understand. But anyways, these monsters, and what they do is they eat the remnants of time. Okay, so like an event happens, right? Because in this movie they were time traveling, and an event happens, and the event has passed. Because there's only now, right? Now is the only thing that's the only time. So once something has happened, it doesn't really exist no more, but it has an energy or a residue from left over from the event.
Like a
And
magnet.
And these monsters, their job is to come along and munch that up so that there's nothing. You know, it turns into nothing because there needs to be nothing.
It's a weird movie. I'll have to watch it.
So think about that. So that's like the time traveling thing. So if this is true, that means you can't travel to the past. And Einstein said that in his theory. He said you can only travel to the future. So, and they were kind of expressing that in this movie.
Well, you create that. You choose that line. Then.
Because in the movie,
there's another parallel universe where you can travel to the past. I promise you.
Well, in this movie, the time has moved on, and you're in the past. Now you at the mercy of these Langoliers, and it's only a certain amount. It's only a matter of time before, because they're gonna eat everything up. So they're indifferent to you. So, but if you are
that's to spook you.
Well, if you're existing at this state where time has moved on, then in a matter of time you're gonna get ate up by the Langoliers.
Hey, bro, do you know if anybody has the time machine right now? They're making sure that you know about this because they want to spook you out of using it to go to the past and change them because they have already created something and they don't want their creation to diminish.
Well, this is all just speculation and it's related to the movie and all that, but I really don't think that you can really move into the past because it's gone. It doesn't exist no more. The time is an eternal moment. It's an eternal now. And you know, man, I'm not gonna reveal too much about myself, but
you sacrifice everything in the future if you time travel to the past. You basically say, I'm gonna destroy this painting and I'm gonna paint over it.
There's
a very selfish thing to do.
There's only right now. Things have happened, but the only time that's happening is now. That's why clocks time doesn't really exist. The clocks are just a measurement that we use. It's a tool that.
That's why I say you could jump into a parallel universe where the timeline is the same.
The clocks are just to help us manage our day and stuff like that. And you know, but it don't really exist. It's an eternal now. There's only now, and then but you have infinite possibilities because the future can be infinite possibilities, and that's where you get into the multiverse, and you know,
or the future could be infinite possibilities.
Other dimensions.
The past, bro.
You can spawn into another dimension, but you can't go into the past.
You can.
You can go into this dimension because you can create that. You can't create the past.
You're creating right now a world where it can't.
If you had a time machine,
really.
If you had a time machine, you would have to recreate the past, and the details is infinite, and there's no way.
It's like holding up a mirror, bro. It's like holding up. Okay, I'm about to blow your mind. It's like holding up a mirror, but it takes time for light to travel. So you could have holding up a mirror so far away that it took time. So it's in a slower time, bro. Because the light hasn't traveled there.
That is the theory of relativity. I know that very well, bro. But that's
but then it's in like 50 years in the past because it took 50 years for the light to travel there. Wherever the mirror is, you gotta place the mirror there.
And that's true. But wherever the past is in that scenario is now. That place is
no, because
now
you don't
there.
Travel through light like it did. You travel instantaneously.
But that other place is now. So then that means that you can exist in more than one place.
Your reflection.
I'm gonna go with you on this because if you know about like the phantom particle and the Higgs boson,
I know about the God particle, yes,
and all that. So
and
how
CERN, Switzerland, in the particle collider.
Yes, that's where they do the experiments. So it's two particles. They discovered that these two particles, no matter where they are, how far they are apart, they completely mirror each other in their movements. So no matter how far they are apart, and they don't know how they're even communicating with each other, or what, there's no physical, there's no kind of nothing
Exactly,
to be
bro.
connecting these particles. So that's one of the things, you know, that's
Because
really interesting.
you use thought to duplicate it. Duplicate, bro.
And that's interesting because, and you know, they can't pinpoint where an electron is in an atom at any given moment. So it's like it's everywhere at one time. Because, you know, and the other issue they have is that for them to be able to see, they have to destroy it. And so that's really interesting to me because you can't see it without destroying it or changing it in some kind of way. Like you can't see it in its natural state, because when you look at it,
because it behaves differently when you watch it, because it's manipulated by your thoughts.
That is very interesting. Talk
Just
more
like
about
water, when you write love on it, bro, the molecules will go into a different shape.
I saw that video.
It's fucked up. It's thought, bro. That's why I'm telling you, you create everything with your thought.
That's interesting because, like they say, if you looking at something, so you talking about the mirror. Okay, let's go back to that. And if you're looking at just the act of looking at something changes it, or changes its behavior, because it, you know, and that's kind of like what they say about, does a tree,
the force,
yeah,
in Star Wars, it's the
does
force.
does it make a sound if there's nothing there to hear it?
Bro, I just got so deep with you.
Yeah, what do you think about that? That's heavy, bro.
How
These
we go
videos
from
always
like being comedy?
They always get good at the end, bro. This is good stuff right here. Go ahead.
I just told you how to time travel. Bro, all right, man. Like, all right, so fuck, dog. Where are you placing the mirror is how far in the past you're going. So
that makes me.
And how many mirrors do you need? And then thought has to do with it. You gotta realize that you're in the matrix first, bro. There's a whole bunch of shit. And that's why I said it might not even be a machine. I don't know, brother. But there is a way to time travel to the past, I promise you. But it's a very selfish and evil thing to do, because you're saying all these people in the future and their lives don't matter, because you are changing the future if you jump into the past.
Right. So
by breathing in there. So it's almost like you're the fucking worst person in the whole.
And then they say you're risking ripping the space time.
You're basically, dude.
Because if you see yourself, or you become a paradox, or what is it? If you go back in time and have sex with your mom or some shit like that, or I don't know how it works.
You're risking becoming a solo game.
It's like if you go back in time and kill your dad, then how would you even be alive to go back in time to kill your dad? So that's the rip, or the paradox. And that's the same reason why I don't really think you can go in, because the past don't exist no more once it's past.
You can go, but
the future and the present. I read something sometime, and it struck me. Stay with me forever. It said the future and the present exist at the same time.
Everything exists at
and the
same
past
time.
is gone forever.
If you want to cancel time, if you want to exit out of time, then everything's existing all at once, all at one time. And all things are existing through all time, all at one time. So that there's infinite. So that's how you get to the. So, okay, bro. So it's got to be reflected, but all time has to be reflected at once. So it does exist. You just have to jump there. Quantum hopping is what I was telling you about. Quantum hopping. That's how you jump into a parallel. But dude, do you really want to do that? Because all them online games, all them online players are going to become CGP real quick. You know?
I'm scared, bro. That kind of shit. Because like I say, when I get into crowds, I get high anxiety. I'm nervous. I'm an introvert. I don't really like people very
Just a
much,
bunch of-
especially once I get into crowds. They make me nervous because, like you say, what if they all are those minions or however you say it? They're CGI,
computer generated players.
fucking algorithms, and the algorithm just decides to fucking turn on me, bro. Like I brought attention, you know, and I was talking about in the other video. I don't know if I was telling you, but when I was a kid, one of the movies that scared me a lot was Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and it was a scene in the movie where the people was trying to pretend
Don't
to
fear
be
a thing, bro. Create
Well-
the reality. They're not out to get you. They're out to help you. They understand that you're the player. They're helping you.
That's interesting.
They
because
love you.
That's interesting because the in the Matrix it was like that. He at some point Neo was able to even manipulate
Created
the
it,
people
yeah.
around him and get them to help him and shit.
Just create even the agent. Create the agent. He loves you. He's here to help.
I like that. I like that a lot. That's a thought that I haven't had before.
We're programmed to fear. It gets in our way.
That's so heavy, bro. So heavy. And how do we beat that? How do we beat that program to be fear? To have fear?
By bringing awareness to it.
Like
changing it.
Like
now when you fear something, you'll just be like, yeah, I'm programmed to fear. You won't fear it anymore. You just cured it.
Okay, yeah. So by acknowledging its presence or relevance or
Awareness.
Yeah.
That's a key word, because when you bring awareness, you manipulate the molecules. Your thought is awareness. You know?
That's nice, bro. We just got deep as hell on these fucking people, bro. I hope they appreciate this shit. Because I ain't gonna lie.
I had to remove my physical from the film because I can't have that be getting in the way of my words, man.
It doesn't bother me because, like I just said, I do this in podcast style, and in the future, I want to be able to convert these hoes to streams, and people pay for them.
Well, a lot of people are gonna be like crazy, bro, but they have to go through their own spiritual journey, man. If they're real players, it's not their time. And like I said, sometimes the blue pill is the better way to go, bro.
Man, I ain't never accepting that shit. Ignorance is evil.
Because you might just be playing the game, bro. Like you're.
And if I am playing the game, I want to be as aware that I'm playing the fucking game. So then, if I decide to turn the hell off, I can turn that motherfucker off.
That's suicide, bro. Come on now.
I can live without the game.
Just trust that you're in control. I am in control. Remember?
I am. I know I am. This is my world. I created it.
Yes. There
God,
you go.
and I can do whatever I want.
Yep.
So if I want to unplug from the Matrix, then I can.
Yeah, but you can't because that's selfish.
But you said it before in the other video.
Your kids need you.
You can create another universe.
Well, how about this?
Create an exit out of the Matrix.
I don't have kids with these thoughts, so I imagine my brain would work different if I had a kid in this Matrix. Is he waking up with me in this game, or she, or what? You know what I mean?
Are they CGI?
Or are they CGI, bro? No, CGP. Computer generated population, CGP.
So yeah, so like I showed a video in clip where this guy, he was gone off of the QAnon, some kind of, they said QAnon, who knows what it was. They said he was going off some QAnon conspiracy that convinced him to kill his kids, and he took them to Mexico.
Fuck that. Do not do that.
He took them to Mexico and he shot them in the heart with a spear gun, and they stopped him at the border on his way back, and he lied to the mom and everything. So he secretly took his kids to Mexico to kill them because he said that they had serpent blood from their mom and they had to be exterminated.
I don't know why you would bring that up of all stories, brother, but
because of what you just
watching.
Because of what you just said about.
That's not what I'm trying to get at. Do not kill
But
your kids.
because maybe this guy had some idea that his children was like CGI. He was playing the game. His kids are CGI, and it don't
Is
even
that
matter.
a real player move?
Like, can you do that in the
a real
game?
player move. I feel like the people that go psycho are kind of real players. They realize
Because if you can do it, that means you can do it in the game, right? It's an option in the game, like Grand Theft Auto. You can just go off of the normal pattern and just go do whatever the hell you want.
That's fucked up. Don't do that. Don't be so careless.
I don't condone this behavior.
Like, really, what were they doing?
For all the people out there, please don't think your children are CGI and kill them. Please don't think that. I'm not condoning this behavior at all.
That is a good fucking thing to bring up, because I feel like these words are too heavy, man. They might malfunction people. Fuck, dude, Don't take these. Look, I go to work every day. You know what I mean? I eat food. I piss. I shit. Don't go off the deep end on us.
I wrote in the comments already under this video that don't listen to us. We're not making any sense, because I knew that we were gonna go deep in this. I just had a feeling, bro. And so, hopefully people just, take it with a grain of salt. You guys don't
go crazy.
We're having fun. This is entertainment. So that's what this is.
No, it really is like just a thought discussion, because the world did flip up on us. The pandemic, the fucking YouTube, they're showing us all these conspiracies and all this shit. There's problems everywhere. People want to talk about it. And like, everyone has their own theories. But my life, I feel I can't help but think about these when I go to sleep at night. You know what I mean? Things like this shit.
And that's what I tell them. And that's why I do this videos. It's an outlet for me. I'm good. I'm doing it right now. I probably would have played the game till right now, and my fingers would probably be hurting, or I would have done some other unproductive activity. And so that's why this is a really good outlet for me, to get things out from my mind and off of my chest, and be, a semi-productive, activity. And like I say, I think that everybody hopefully can learn from these candid type conversations. And when we get those magic moments like we had just a few moments ago, and it's just great. I think that it's fantastic. And I love it. I really do. And like I say, hopefully we can bring communities together and make them grow spiritually, and we'll help them along their journey. If we help one person on their journey, then we did a great thing.
Honestly, we're in the game, man. I would just say, what do you want to do? Write that shit down. And look, there's people counting on you. You got family, you got friends that believe in you. They want to see you be happy. No one wants to see you living miserably. Write down what the hell you want and just attract it. And that's about it.
Yeah, they say write it down on real paper and watch it get real.
Just do whatever the hell you have to do, minus hurting people and breaking the law and all that shit.
And I back in the days when I first started this stuff, I believe you're supposed to use a pencil too. And there's something to that. And about like Harry Potter and the little wand that they use,
Yeah, that is a symbol. Yeah, you're right. The pencil is a symbol, because you're right now. The notebook is like the fabric of the matrix. You're submitting the equation, the outcome. You're submitting the outcome. You're telling the matrix what to equal.
And that's why I think you have to. I think it's better if you write it in pencil.
Pencil.
And write it in pencil on paper.
He's a superstitious guy. So you think there's a
it's
ritual.
Not a superstition. It's more of like the power of it, because it's made out of the wood and the life force.
You want to know what's even crazy? Write it with lemon juice.
So how is that gonna? You need a permanent record. You need something that you can go back and affirmation.
Because when you light it on, when you give it heat, you can see the words, but no one can see it. So it's your little secret.
Damn, I never heard that before.
Yeah, bro, lemon juice. If you're afraid,
Anyway,
don't live in fear, though. Don't write it in lemon juice. That's living in fear.
that's why I say I think you should have it in a way it can be seen very boldly, and even put it on the wall. Other people can see it. It gets even more power when they read it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fuck lemon juice.
So, but
don't
yeah,
use
man,
curse words either. I need to freaking reprogram myself.
those are curses. Some of them are, but we have to learn about language. And I think the best way to learn about language is to learn another language, because when you learn another language, you have to learn those how it translates, and that's gonna really help open your eyes to a lot of shit. And in your present language, the language that you, because you don't think about a lot of that stuff ever, because if you only speak the language that you was taught as a child, the one language, you don't think about why you say things a certain way. But once you learn another language, you'll start to reevaluate all that stuff, and it'll really open your eyes. I recommend everybody.
Language is so fucking key, because words have a weight, and then the feeling or belief behind the word when you speak it is how powerful. So like if you say a word, it means something. It fucking means something. So you're bringing awareness to whatever you're talking about. And then how you say it like, I hate you. You know what I mean? Like with so much fucking force.
The emotion.
That will have a bigger effect on the thing that you're saying that you hate and shit. So like that is like, words are magic. For real. Words are magic.
Exactly.
In language too, because
there's no better way of saying that. That was perfect how you said that. And that's why I'm an anthropology student, because the stuff that fascinates me the most is, related to that. Anthropology, linguistics is in there, and I wanted to go make that my specialty, but yeah, I realized it was way too fucking hard. Anybody that's a linguist, them motherfuckers are geniuses. I cannot understate that, because a person that knows like 7 languages, oh my God. And if they can speak them fluently, that is a genius.
That's something I want to do before I die. Know a bunch of languages, for sure.
You're going to understand the world so much better. And it's different. Like, because when you speak to someone in their language, they love it, first off, but.
This language thing has me tripping, bro. I don't know if it's my phone or your phone, but I can't hear you, bro. Oh, shit. Chuck, are you there, bro?
Different languages, and you are speaking to them on their native tongue, and now you guys are vibing on the same vibration and exchanging energy in a different way.
I think it's just the same like language is like, I feel like it'd be things that kept us divided, and that we all need to speak one language.
No, I disagree with that, because the complexities of the universe is beautiful. That's what beauty is, and that's what art is. Complex.
No, bro.
So without that,
to stay united and end racism and all that shit.
No, I disagree. Everybody needs to learn all the damn languages. How about that? What if it was like the Matrix?
That's a better way to do it.
Yes, listen. What if it was like the Matrix? We probably got the damn technology where you could just inject that shit into people. Like it take like a couple hours, and then boom, they got another language.
You would have to accept a chip, and that'd be, how many conspiracy people would say it's the mark of the beast and all that.
Yeah, shit. I don't want no chips in me, so I'll pass on that.
That's the upgrade bank account. You
Yeah,
gotta
I'll
trust
pass
it
on
not.
that.
You gotta trust it not to go against you.
I'll pass on that. I know how computers get viruses and malfunctioning shit.
That's your fear though. You can always remove it.
I'm not fucking with no damn microchip in my body. No.
It only need to be in your. It's the upgrade.
Unless it was to keep me alive like a pacemaker type shit.
Yeah, man. They have to have that, Chaka. They have to have that. They're immortal. That's what Antarctica is. Their fucking continent where the immortals go.
I wouldn't be surprised because something like the when they be talking about the reptilian races and they be talking about, I really would be surprised because, like I say, the technology, we already know that they are working towards immortality right now. And I was reading in a science magazine that they said there are people alive right now today that will see the opportunity to possibly be immortal because working their technology is crazy. And then
that was yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My point is this. I always say I think that they had greater technology in the past. So then that means that somebody may have already made the technology to keep people immortal.
Now,
or at least alive for a really, really long time.
No, I want that fucking technology, please.
No, I don't want it.
You don't?
We're rabbits.
I want it because I had a really long fucking car ride, bro. And it's just part of the game because it's inevitable. When you played that game and you set that for the 2-hour car ride or 200-year car ride or whatever it is, when you jumped in the game, you chose the duration, bro. You don't just jump into a game that you're not in control of when leaving.
You ever ate like an old fish or something? I don't know.
Yeah. Don't even get me started.
Old ass lobster or old as, I don't know, some kind of animal that lived a long time.
Oh,
and then,
old that way.
Yes, that's what I mean. It lived a long time, and then you ate it like a lobster or something. That you could taste the I don't know the age. Yes,
old man strength.
It tastes. You can taste it. It's not good.
The legacy.
And they tell you shouldn't eat because it built
That's
up.
fucking wrong, bro. What are we doing? We don't have to eat.
But anyways, my point is that we're rabbits, bro. The lifespan of us is the lifespan of us, whatever it is. I think that we are supposed to live much longer than we live because it says that in the Bible, but that's not us trying to live forever is not what it's supposed to be. We're just supposed to treat our body like a temple, but at the same time, we're also supposed to expire. We're supposed to have an expiration date. It's a natural thing. And that's how we continue to stay in the cycle of life.
Because
if we get outside of
are we talking about? My mind blown right now.
Anything else?
Go. Let's watch
anything outside of the cycle of life is evil.
I'm sick of being evil, bro. And the world's evil. Y'all made me this way. Y'all fucking made me evil. You ain't evil enough yet, boy. Why aren't you evil yet?
I ain't gonna lie. I think it starts like elementary school. They start teaching you to lie and to cheat.
You still ain't evil. Oh, that boy crazy ain't even evil yet.
The program isn't working. It's malfunctioning. So what's wrong with this guy? He's a glitch. Let's put him in the slow class.
Oh, he thinks he's something else. Bible thumper or some shit. I'm not even a Bible thumper. I don't even go to church, but I did when I was little. Or not little, like all throughout high school. Yeah, bro, the evilness. It's not cool to be not evil.
Damn, that's so true. It's horrible. That's Babylon. That's what we live in.
Yeah, bro. Even the good guy's evil. Remember that.
It was a line I heard that struck me, and it was like, you're the hero until you live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah, that's Kanye West. Or is that Jay-Z?
It was
I
Jay-Z.
Live long
That
enough.
was Jay-Z. But he got it from somewhere else because I read that
Biggie
shit. It's
Smalls.
like that's some philosophy shit. And think about it.
Or no, not
Most
Biggie.
in the comic books, the hero is usually the young guy. He's a young cat. He's always a young cat
He wants
who's
to be
trying to be the damn hero. And most of the time, the villain is an old, scientist guy. So the hero guy is all like, he's
worship me.
Right. I was just gonna say, he believes, in God and stuff. And
then the villain's just trying to destroy the whole thing.
And the villain don't believe in God. He's like an atheist, and he believes in like science or something. And it's always kind of like that's the paradigm.
Joker didn't want to be worshipped. He just wanted to destroy everything. He fucking lit the cash on fire.
But his philosophy was very advanced, wasn't it? He was a super intelligent person, and that's what it does in those in those comic books. The villain is always really smart. So it's like, how the hell this super smart person? He's so smart, but he want to destroy the world, and that's like seems like the dumbest thing to try to do. Like you're not going to succeed.
That's what I feel like. What we're doing.
You're not going to succeed.
Telling these people to glitch the Matrix.
You're not going to succeed in that. You're not going to succeed in that. So maybe that's what they're trying to say. These guys are waking up, and then they're trying to crash the Matrix, and then they're saying, "There's no way to crash the Matrix. This guy's an idiot." But how the fuck is he trying to do something, and he's really, really smart, and he's trying to do something that's really, really dumb? That's impossible.
Yeah, unless you're the real player. Unless you're playing, and then it's not funny because you're like, "Fuck, I'm in the game again."
I'm tired, bro, and I gotta work a double tomorrow, so I'm gonna wrap this. I'm gonna wrap this video and probably take a shower and try to sleep because I'm all amped up now. We had this deep ass conversation, and I'm probably gonna go to sleep with a lot of this shit on my mind.
Dude, can you please not post this? To stop trying to be worship with your streams, bro. Can I please rewatch it or something before we post this shit?
Man, it's gonna I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's gonna automatically do it. I don't even have control of it at this point.
Can we archive it for a bit?
I can't. That's what I'm telling you. It's gonna automatically post this. When I click in broadcast,
save it.
That's how it's set up.
Save it, bro, somewhere.
I can't change it at this point. It's already connected to YouTube, and it's already like the uploading process.
Streams, bro.
The uploading process has already begun.
My reputation is probably fucking gone, bro.
Man, that's the same thing you said last time. Watch this video get 100 views, and people gonna love it.
Yeah, man, but
anyways, bro. I really enjoy talking to you, bro. You make my brain like work shit. And I like I say, I don't get this deep with most people because they're not on the level spiritually to be able to even have these conversations in a coherent manner. And you polished your ideas somehow. I don't know. You must have went through some really horrible shit. I think that's what I think.
I did, bro.
But I think that you went through something that was really, really traumatic because I've gone through some super traumatic things, and that's the reason why I'm here.
Fucking right.
That's how I know for a fact. That's why they say know thyself, right? Because if you know thyself, then you know others. I know myself, and I know the reality of my spiritual journey.
That's with the Illuminati monarch programming, the people that can detach because they've been through tragic times.
Super traumatic stuff. So when you go through like really horribly traumatic stuff, because you get a cheat code and you get to skip levels on the game. You get to go to a higher level on the game because you went through such a hard shit that all these levels are easy as fuck. So you just fly by them hoes through. You just go to the next level, the next level, next level, next level, and you done passed everybody up because of the hardship that you went through. That was so extra super traumatic. And that's why I say I know that you've been, like, I talk to a lot of people, but like I say, I know that you've been through something. I know you don't have to tell me what it was because it obviously was super, super, super horrible. I know this for a fact because I know myself and I've been through some super, super fucking horrible shit. And that shit helped me or whatever. That shit is why I understand this spiritual stuff so heavily because I went through some shit. I think I went insane. I tell people this sometimes. I'm more comfortable about it now, but I literally went insane for a while, and it took me a while to come back. And then, so a man that goes insane and comes back, that's a wise man, because a lot of people can't come back from insanity. And then you think about, what is sanity? Where's the line between insane and insane? Who chooses that line? So anyways, I felt like I fell all the way off the deep end, and somehow I found my way back. It took years. This is no short time period thing. Once the point I realized that I was insane. Now how about this? Ask me when did I go insane? Dun dun dun. Because I have zero idea. All I know is one day I woke up and I realized, Chaka, you are fucking insane. And then I started the process of trying to come back to sanity, and it took years. So I don't know where I went insane. I don't know when that was.
I know when. I can't talk about it really. I could really talk to you about it.
This is some off-camera type shit. But let's
bro,
wrap it up.
Can you FaceTime me right now?
I'm telling you, bro, just like I said in the video, I am not lying, bro. I work a double tomorrow. After I click in broadcast, I'm probably gonna take a shower, and I'm gonna try very hard to go to sleep.
Oh, I got a shower too, homie. Yeah, me too, bro.
I'm gonna need that shower I'm gonna need that shower to wind down, bro. This talk wound me up because we talked about some heavy. I feel it all in my shoulders, bro. Woo, we talked about some heavy shit.
Woke you up.
Anyways, I'm gonna holler at you, bro. I really enjoyed talking to you. You know what I think? If you are available, I'd like to do, if I'm available and I'm not tired, I'd like to do a stream with you every Saturday night, and we make it like a ritual or whatever. We'll make it
I would love to, bro, but you wanna know what? With music, dog, Saturdays are a special day for me, man. So like I would love to do
you could give me 30 minutes.
We don't go live, but we do a video. Is there any way we can do that, but it's not live? Why does it gotta be live?
I can do it. Yes, I can do it. I totally can. I just have to set it up that way before we start recording.
Sometime throughout the week, and then you just release it on Saturday.
That's cool. But like I say, I really
like the genuine. You like the genuine.
Yes, I like the Saturday vibe. If you just give me 30 minutes or 45 minutes, bro, I'll take that.
What about Tuesdays?
Again, that's not the Saturday vibe, but it don't really matter. We'll talk about it, bro.
Tuesday is the best day because it's not Monday and it's ready to get to work.
But I can't say, bro. School is about to start, and I think I got a class on Tuesday night, so I'm gonna figure out my schedule's about to change, and we're gonna see what it's gonna be. Because even my streams, the way I'm gonna be doing the streams is gonna change because my schedule's about to change. I can't even tell you what it's gonna be. I know my schedule is.
I'm not the biggest fan of this episode. I'm probably gonna say because I feel like I'm tripping. I'm not in my best mind state. I've had a long ass week. For the people to know, I've had a couple people die on me. My grandpa, there's been family drama. I've just been exhausted. I did have a couple of drinks. I don't like speaking on this stuff with drinks in me. My vape ran out. I could have been a douchebag, like the way I was, just my body language. So that's why I'm not a big fan of how I wasn't prepared for this.
Man, you was prepared. Stop saying that, bro. You was prepared because you went through what you went through the universe. The universe prepared you for now. You're always prepared for now because of the stuff you went through before now. And the stuff that you said on this video was so heavy, you probably saved somebody's life. They decided to live instead of taking it. So anyways, like I say, bro, I really appreciate talking to you. I appreciate your time, like I tell everybody, and I'm gonna have to wrap it, bro, because I gotta pee and everything. We at 2:49, bro. It's almost 3 hours.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm just getting into work. I gotta record. I gotta record like 5 songs a night.
All right, bro. So go ahead and do that, and I'm finna chill, dog.
I'll probably send you them because I always do.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't gonna check none of that shit out till tomorrow.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Peace and love.
Peace and love, man. I love this channel, and it's been real, bro. Everybody watching too. I've been watching a couple episodes. I think was it Vince? Was it Vince that was on here? Was that
Oh yeah. Did you like that episode?
That was a legit episode, bro. Like when I went and I really felt connected to you two when we were talking about things and shit. That's the vibe I like to get. This time I kind of felt like we were just kind of you know what I mean, bullshitting.
Well, it's better when you got another person to bounce ideas off of, like a third person to break us up or get us back on track. And that's why I be wanting people to join in. So I don't know, tell people to join in, man. That's what I want people to do.
Well, we gotta let them know, heads up. And I tell you what, dude, you're prepared, but we aren't, bro. We ain't doing this every day.
I don't know when I'm gonna do them right now. At some point, I'm gonna make a schedule so people can know when it's coming. Right now, I'm just growing the channel still, and you know, it is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's the fucking beginning. We're the founding fathers of this.
Yeah, it's gonna be something special, bro.
I think.
Anyways, peace and love, you know, and I'll holler at you.
Peace and love, Jaws.
All right, peace.
Peace.